All right, let me get everything set up. I didn't set. I mean, I'm just joking. Do this. Let me unmute these guys real quick. All right. Hello.
Hello?
Oh no, another song's playing.
Don't unmute me, please.
All right, unmuted everyone. Okay, so Will, are you there?
No.
Okay, well, okay. So
We missed you, Will.
we
Good
yeah.
to have you here.
All right. So anyway, welcome to. There's a lot to say about this podcast. I'm gonna say what I
Not a
always
lot to talk
say
about.
is that I don't. Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna talk about. I did make a little like a spreadsheet of things I want to talk about. My main goal is always for like an hour and 30 minutes, but that never ends up happening.
That's pretty ambitious. All right.
But I have all this stuff that I had written down and I can't find the window. But let's. We have,
Check the spot.
We have a special guest today. We have
we have Will with us.
We have Will.
That's cool, right?
We have Will
Special
today.
guest Will.
Special guest Will. Where the fuck is this thing at, dude? Oh, I found it. Okay, and I can hear myself. Is that you, Will? All right.
Yeah.
So what? So I want to say, Mike, thank you for being a guest. It's been like fucking 5 years since you know it's been 5 years since today that you're on the last podcast.
The most watched one.
It's not today. It was March. It was a March podcast, so I think it is the most watched podcast.
After Will's,
After Will's, Will is like one of the.
He's pretty high up there.
And then also, Will, I'm glad that you're here. It's almost like you are a special guest because we don't hear from you that much. Anyway, before we start, like always, I'm gonna ask you guys how you're doing. But let's start off with our special guest, Will. No, forget Mike. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great.
That's good.
Like I said, I'm really excited to be here again. It was an honor the first time, and the same honor again. I'm happy to be here.
Hell yeah. Awesome. Okay. Will, how have you been?
Pretty good. I'm good, man. I don't know. Better?
Is there a girl in your room or something?
Good for you, man.
So, Will, how you been, man? How you been? Are you, before we start the questions and whatnot, have you been keeping up with like any like fighting game news, or have you been keeping up to date with anything? What have you been doing? Because we all know, Vince, we know what he's doing. He's streaming. We know what Mike's been doing. But Will, you're like the mystery. You're like, I feel like you are the special guest, but you're not. We have two special guests today. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So what you been up to, Will?
Well, fuck. I was playing like a lot of WoW, and I kind of stopped. So now I'm just playing Diablo 3.
Oh shit. Okay.
That's cool.
On Switch, the definitive version.
That's the real version, yeah.
Right.
Are you number one on the real leaderboards, dude, next to all the hackers?
Yeah, dude. I mean, I'm not up there yet, but
you will be.
I'll see you there soon.
I feel like you'll be up there. All right. What about fighting game related? Have you been keeping up with fighting games? Have you been playing anything or what?
Nope. I was thinking of updating for the SF5 stuff, but I haven't.
Yeah, if you shift into a better game, you know what I'm saying?
Diablo 3 on the Switch, man. All right.
Definitive version, man.
Okay, so what I want to go through is I have some topics I do want to talk about before we get into pretty much the main thing, which is Mike's tournament, which I'm really excited for, which is happening Saturday. But with that said, we'll get into it. I don't have a lot of topics to talk about, but so it's kind of pretty much segue from like last week's podcast, but with Mike, because I want to know what Mike thinks about Guilty Gear Strive, because he was playing it, or you're here. I can talk like yeah. I noticed you were playing it a lot. You played it a lot. You streamed it a lot. Even when you were done streaming, you were still playing like until like 7 in the morning, because I was doing the same thing or longer. So what are your thoughts about the game, Mike? And just what are your thoughts about Guilty Gear Strive? I'm guessing this is probably your first like Guilty Gear. I don't want to say if it's I don't know the joke going around, but I don't know if it's your first anime fighter. But
yes, 100% my first anime fighter.
So what are your thoughts about Guilty Gear? And what do you think about it?
It was really fun. It was crazy how I got into it. I only chose one character. Like I saw Milia's trailer, and I was like, that's really cool, and she looks like an interesting character that I would play. And so when it came into the beta, the one thing and what's crazy is like the one thing that really made me kind of like, okay, I can play this game now was the dash button.
Yeah. Okay. Hell yeah. All right.
Because it just, I use dash in Marvel 3 with my triggers,
Mhm.
and it's same in Dragon Ball. So, that's how I was doing IADs a lot. So as soon as I was able to IAD in this game, I was like, yes, let's do this. And it definitely made the game more enjoyable. This is my first Guilty Gear that I guess that I've like really, really played. I have Plus R and I have Rev, but I just didn't really get into them that much.
I mean, so would you say like the main reason, like, is the dash button pretty much the main reason why you got into this, or was it just something like, oh, it's a new fighting game coming out, there's not much going on, let's try it out?
No, it was definitely like like the game itself looked really, really good,
Okay.
and it was crazy how I kind of mentioned this on my own podcast where I feel like the way that they're approaching it really reminded me of Marvel 3, and that's what it was like. I don't know, it just drew me in, and I was having fun with it.
So, that was crazy. I think you're the first person I ever heard that would say that game, that Guilty Gear Strive, or yeah, remind you of Marvel 3. What and I guess in your point of view, what reminded you of Marvel 3 like through Guilty Gear?
It just seemed like a more simple approach compared to the other like Guilty Gears. So like they were really heavy execution, but it just seemed like I don't know, like the way even how the damage, like the combo counter was, like it just made me feel something of Marvel 3. Just how it was just so much more simple. I don't know how to explain it
No,
other
no.
than that. Like it sounds crazy.
No, you're good. You're good.
But it was just this weird feeling, and then of course playing it, like I felt like I had the same rush about it, and that's why I was trying to figure out Milia, and by the end of it, I really did, and it was just a grind, and I enjoyed it the whole way through.
Yeah, when I played you, and then once I like when I was playing you, and then like as soon as I jumped in and you like hit me and you did like the full like she's like only the one of like the two or whatever characters that have like a full like on combo conversion. I was like, holy shit, like it's like,
actual route.
Yeah, and I was like,
you get to actually play the game and have fun. So that's
yeah.
good.
And then like the dash in there. I didn't know there was a dash button until like you were I was watching you play and you're talking about it. I was like, holy shit, man. I mean, in the end, like I said, Leo has like a run. He doesn't really have a, I mean, my dashing is all fucked up anyway. I have bad habits of the back, jumping back, air dashing. But with that said,
it's not something that you can not correct though.
Yeah. That's cool. Was the beta only for PS4, right? Or was it on? It wasn't on PC, right?
Nope. So they will never do another PC beta ever again after Street Fighter 5 got data mined. I can almost guarantee that will never happen again.
So I'm guessing, Will, you did not get to play the Stripe beta, right?
Nope.
Did you get
too busy in Azeroth, huh? It happened.
Were you playing?
You and your boy Tyrael, dude, didn't have time to load up Guilty Gear Strive on the PlayStation 4 computer entertainment system.
Were you did you watch any of it or anything, or did you know what I mean? Because I remember in the end you were the Wilno was going in pretty hard, dude. Your I know, man. Like, were you I'm sorry, go ahead.
I just saw like stuff on Twitter, like clips, and I heard people talking about it, but I don't really know what was so great about it, like. And no, I mean, like, I don't.
Time there, dude.
I mean, like, I don't know why people like it so much. I should say
the beta or the game. Okay,
yeah,
all right.
I mean, I heard, people were saying how much they liked it, how much they were playing it, but I don't know why.
I don't know what to say about that. Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, you
don't like fun, dude.
You don't like behind fun, dude. What's wrong? You don't like to have fun?
You get what I'm saying?
No, I don't, because I think maybe, I don't know. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
I get it.
Would you say that you didn't? Man, I don't know. Well, I know you couldn't play it, so I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe
fighting for your life over there.
Well, okay, I'll say, like, when Strive was announced and there was people that like the first people that played it, you know, everyone was saying, "Oh, this is like watered down." People were like
Oh
upset,
man,
right?
yeah.
And now that
people still say that too, yeah.
okay, people still say that, but now that more people, the open beta came out or whatever, and people played it, they're like, "Oh wow, this is so much fun." Blah blah blah. So I don't know what the switch was like. What happened? What they did from like the first iteration to like
more than 4 characters helped. Most of the mechanics and voices and stuff being fleshed out kind of helped. You know, the fact that it was in a playable state kind of helped a lot. But there's still a lot that needs to get done with it. Some of those complaints are absolutely still valid. So
Yeah.
it's a little bit of give and take. There are things that were much more polished now, and there are things that were still this kind of the same. So it's kind of a mixed bag. But the fact that people could actually play the game helped a lot. The fact that the netcode was so good and we can't really do anything else, that kind of carried the beta for sure.
Do you is Guilty Gear a game that is going to be an option, or I mean, I was trying to know why I'm trying to word it like that, but do you plan on playing Guilty Gear in the future or not?
Yeah, I'll play it. I mean, I'll definitely try it out for sure.
Okay, for sure. Awesome. Okay. So I guess back to Mike. So are you gonna stick with Guilty Gear, Mike, or are you gonna be one of those? You're gonna be one of those. I'm joking. No, so no, seriously. So are you gonna stick with it, or are you gonna give it like a couple like a weeks or months, or is there something that, because you seemed very very invested when you were playing it, like so is it something that you're gonna hold just keep playing with and seeing where it takes you?
I think so. I mean, if it's just as fun as it was in the beta, then yeah, I can definitely just start playing because it's definitely a game where, like you said, like I was up till like 6-7 in the morning because I was just like,
yeah,
let me get one more, like, you know, let's get one more. And so whenever I feel like, you know, the only other game that's like that is like Marvel 3 to me, you know, to where, you know, it's just I'm just constantly playing over and over and over again. So I feel like I'll definitely be playing it for sure.
I feel like fighting games these days, like that feeling is really hard to spark. You know what I mean? Like I feel like a lot of fighting games now like kind of kill that mood or anything. I mean, especially with Street Fighter 5. I mean, that sparked probably a lot of fire, and then that shit just like burnt down, like, or just it just died like really quick and really sadly. Like, you know, I guess Tekken 7. I guess Tekken 7. You know, I mean, a lot of people are happy with Tekken 7 to spark, but now it's at a state where everyone seems like they hate it. It was like a really, really long honeymoon phase, but I mean, you can't please everyone. Like, to me, at least, they're still like throwing out content and like shit. I mean, everyone's probably like they'd rather have a new version of the game than a season. But and then especially with Dragon Ball Fighter, I mean, like all these fighting games, like everyone, like, it's just like, I don't know. It's like it's a touchy subject, but I mean, we'll get into it too, because
touchy subject because 90% of those games are not playable.
Are trash.
The only way that we can play them right now.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
That's why it's a touchy subject, but that has destroyed a lot of interest. So
yeah,
the offline scene carries a lot of those games, and it doesn't exist right now. So
I'm gonna ask you, Vince. Do you think that once, however, how long this takes for you know, this whole pandemic thing to get over with, and we do start doing offline events, do you think the fire will spark for those games? Like, or I mean, at least like having
especially if there's no replacement for those style of games by that point, then yeah, I mean, people just want to play, and they want to play in an environment they can actually play in. So if that comes back, I can imagine if the game isn't just in the most garbage state ever, that people they'll want to play again. They'll want to get good.
Yeah, I feel like you know, everyone's like everyone gets mad at new news and everything because, you know, in the end, they can't go out. Like, I feel like if we had locals and had these majors and tournaments and all this shit, that you would be playing and then you wouldn't be stuck in your room just angry, and then you can actually like go out and you know, and study, you know what I mean? Just lab it up with your friends and just see
losing because you can't play the game the way you want to, and losing to the game itself, like offline, are two different things, and people don't really want to deal with the first one at all.
I think some people don't want to accept it. Yeah, I know what you say, but what were you gonna say something, Mike?
No, I was just. I'm sorry.
I
was like, yeah, dude.
Yeah. I mean, question. Will,
play Dragon Ball, Will?
Will, in your area where you live, where do you live? Is what part of Texas do you live? It's not Houston, is it? Is it Houston?
No, other side, Dallas.
Okay, so Dallas. Okay, so how about them Cowboys, man? So if there were locals in your area, like, or if
there were local milfs in your area, would you go?
Find local milfs in your area now. Anyway, no. So if there were, if the pandemic wasn't going on, is there a spot in your area that held locals, or they held it during offline events? Like, was there a spot to play at?
There was, because I went to a local here like a couple years ago when I was like visiting.
Oh, so was it still there when? Wait, did you move back during the pandemic or before it all happened?
Yeah, after.
Oh, okay. So were they still around? Like, did they shut down because of the pandemic, or was it long gone?
I didn't. Yeah, that's the thing. I'd imagine they. Pretty sure they did shut down because. Well, actually, Texas just like opened up everything like 100%.
Yeah.
Good luck, man.
But I wouldn't. I'm not gonna go.
Yeah. No.
Fuck that. But I'm still like in a like one of the Facebook groups for this area. So if they were to have something, I'd see about it. But
yeah, I feel like Dallas is a pretty big city in Texas, and I'm pretty sure, like usually,
it's definitely one of the hubs. Like as far as like Texas FGC, there's like it's pretty much Dallas,
Houston,
Austin.
Yeah.
And I'd imagine the people that are like further in those outskirts are like, would be like SenCal people or something.
Yeah, it's so like I can't even like it. It's just like I like I'm thinking about it now, like tournaments after the pandemic, like what's it gonna be like? Like it's gonna be so weird. You know what I mean? That's gonna be because I feel like Leomar is. I don't know if he's joking. He's probably serious about it, but he's always like, I'm down to like check everyone's like vax cards at their front door, and like I like. Do you think like I'm wondering if like you're gonna have people like are gonna say, hey, did you get your shots? Like you have to show your proof of like your, you know what I mean? And then you're gonna have those people like you know what I mean? I feel like it's gonna be such a big like mess in the beginning. You know what I mean? Because like I always mention like there's always like even before this there are people that were like sick and that should have stayed home like showing up to like TTF. You know what I mean? Yep. So I can only imagine like these people were just stuck in the house for like a year and like you it's just like they're all again in like one in like a one area. And like God forbid like one, you know what I mean? Like there's that one guy and like a whole new like fucking version of, I mean, it's gonna be like it's gonna be really crazy that first like whatever the first major after major X, you know what I mean? Yeah, oh man, like
it's the Wizards fun house, dude.
Yeah, oh man, dude, it's gonna be so crazy, dude.
I already got my tokens, I got the ruler out, dude. I'm ready, dude.
Oh man, it's gonna be crazy. So segue, or he's not worried so much, dude. I don't know why. So going back to the Guilty Gear topic, one of the things is, I like going on Twitter and all that shit. So a lot of people, and some like, yesterday, playing Guilty Gear plus R, I have a bunch of new people come in, and then like it was one of those like I don't feel like Guilty Gear is Guilty Gear. It was one of those, and there was a couple people butting heads, but I mean it wasn't like nothing hostile or anything. But so the topic was like is Guilty Gear Strive Guilty Gear? And I think I heard Vince talking about it during his little Vince cast thing. But it's just such a funny topic because I feel like it's like a war. Like because I know like some veterans of the game don't like it. I know Mitchell doesn't like Strive. I know
he didn't like XR either. So
yeah, well that too. And then I know Beastly Bubble doesn't like Strive, and he's like really, and he likes XR. You know what I mean? It's one of those like. It's like the veterans of
that guy also willingly plays Street Fighter 5.
Well, I mean, well, there's a reason why he's playing Street Fighter 5. He's playing with his the people that play the game, man. The Laura Cha-Cha and Nate the Great are starting to play games, and then he's just playing with them. But I just feel like let's ask Will for something. I mean, I'm gonna ask Vince because Vince is, I think, out of all of us, not all of us, but I think Vince played a little. I don't know. It's just funny. But Vince, do you think such a stupid? Like I don't know. It's just like it's such a stupid topic. But I just like want to know people's thoughts about this topic. So do you think Guilty Gear Strive is a Guilty Gear game? Because I'm gonna say like yes, I do think it's a Guilty Gear game.
Yes.
Okay. So
do I wish it had more elements of past Guilty Gears in it?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Do I still think it's Guilty Gear? Absolutely.
So I guess you answered the question when I ask you, why do you think are people saying that? Is it because you're like they just took out like how much do you,
people feel really restricted by the options that were taken away, and that's where a lot of that sentiment comes from, and it's 100% valid. It feels like you cannot do any kind of chain combos. It feels like you have no freedom in the air. It feels like your combo routes are very limited because they are. And I feel like if some of those issues were addressed, it would go a long way into feeling more like Guilty Gear. If that's the hot topic, is it doesn't feel like Guilty Gear. I think if those things were different, it would feel much better to a lot of these people making those complaints.
I really feel like, do you think if they did add Gatling back, people wouldn't complain as much?
I think that's a start. I think there are more things than that need to be done, but I think that would be a good start.
Okay, so let's say, because let's see. So Gatling, it's you can air block everything now, pretty much, right? There's not that unblockable like ground. That's a big one, right? Too. Yeah, okay. It's just funny too, because playing like I've been playing plus R, and I'm learning, because I'm like really learning how to play the game. Actually reading and asking questions. So big surprise. But yeah, I didn't know I don't know if you do the barrier in the air, you can block that shit. And I was like, holy shit, man.
He's pretty important. It's
I never knew that
thing. But if you never bothered to learn any of the Guilty Gear stuff, you would never know that, because where could you find that information? It doesn't tell you in the game.
Well, luckily, like Drake and J Smack and Toki were in the chat and shit. So that shit, and that I've been playing yesterday, or playing yesterday and the day before. It was like a big, like to me at least, it was a big change. Like, oh shit, I can like jump in.
Yeah, it's like people just dashing and getting hit. Like, why am I getting hit? It's like, you're not FD breaking any of your dashes. Of course you can't.
I just learned that too.
Why can't I run throw?
Man, because I was playing
FD break and throw.
Dude, I was playing J Smack, dude.
Basic things, but if you don't know, you don't know.
I was playing J Smack and I got hit by the same fucking setup over and over again. And I knew what was going on, but it was just like, fuck. Like, he would do like the jump with Chip, and he would FD brick it. So when he would land, I think he would behind me, but he always in front. I was like, what the fuck, man? And his jump, dude, Chip, and it's so crazy what they did to Chip in like
he broke his legs.
Dude, because he's so fucking sick, and plus R, and just like, it's crazy, man. But so my next question about that is, since Strive now comes out June, do you know what date, by the way? Do they have an official date in June?
The 11th.
The 11th. Okay. So sorry. So they have like a couple months now, like more. I mean, like 2 months actually from now. 2 months from now.
It is the 11th.
So do you think
June is the 6 months? So that means 3.
I keep 3. I'm sorry. So it's 3.
3 plus 3 is 6.
March is on a real thing. Is it? Man, I was playing Hearthstone and I had 2 fireballs and I had to count again. I was like, God damn it, dude.
How do we get to 12?
No, but so do you think do you guys think that there will be another beta before this one comes out?
They've said that they want to.
Who said
that's
it?
one of the things, like
the big head, like the main company, or
whenever they gave that talk about, hey, we're delaying the game, we're doing this or doing that, they're like, hey, what we would like to do is we would like to do another beta to test everything again.
Wow.
But we would like to do that, and we're gonna do it are 2 different things. We would like to put rollback in our older games. I hope they do that too. It's a lot of like PR talk, but their PR talk has been good so far, and they've kind of made good on a lot of promises. So yeah, I'm hopeful. I hope that they would do it, but it's up to them.
I wonder if they did do another beta, that if Anji and I know would be like playable characters.
You would kind of have to. I think a lot of the concerns about that was number
those
one,
2 characters, right?
How shitty the online lobbies were, and like how crazy some of the character bugs were. I think it was another like real big thing that made him want to kind of delay it.
Okay. I don't. Oh, you know what? So I speaking of rollback, I guess I would ask you guys, I'll ask all you guys, so there's like a question. Let's start with Will. Will, if you had to pick a fighting game, like now, any fighting game now to put rollback in, what fighting game would it be?
I guess Street Fighter 4.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a good one.
What's the one that yeah? A lot of people still play that game too, man. I mean, I'm
Diablo 3.
Diablo 3. Mike, if you would put rollback in a game that you like, any game, what would it be?
It would have to be Marvel 3.
Marvel 3. Because you already know me, guys. I don't really know how Parsec works. So does Parsec make it only because I'm from what I hear with Parsec, only one person needs to have the game, right?
Yeah.
Does
That's
it?
correct.
Does it? Is the internet better on or is is the internet better on, like, the connection better on Parsec, or is it just a little better than, like, if you're playing on Steam already, or whatever, how it is?
It's definitely. I mean, out of my personal experience, like it's been way better than Steam ever is.
But there's still this, like, you still want that, like, is it noticeable? Like, can you, like when you're playing it, it's still like, oh, this is online. Like, it's like shit still happening, and like you're dropping shit or anything?
No, I mean, you really don't like feel it. I mean, you might still drop something because there's like, it's still like about a frame, like 2 in line. So, but
it's 100% better than the Steam or whatever
there's like no choppiness like or anything like that. So, I mean, I only say that just because I guess
you're a zero player.
It's hard to do with Parsec, huh?
Not because you're a zero player.
Yeah, a little bit, dude.
No, I don't want to interrupt you, but I still remember it was like someone telling me that there's a tier list of zero players for the PS3 and then the Xbox. Like, so that's crazy, man. Because like the I guess the PS3 was so bad that zero loops were just like almost like it's just hard, man. But I'm sorry.
The PS4 version. The PS4 version.
I'm sorry. PS4 version. Yeah, PS4.
Yeah.
My bad. That's my bad. Yeah.
No,
that's just fucking crazy, dude. Man,
there's definitely PS4 zeros, and then there's just regular zeros.
Remember when AE came out like when Street Fighter 4 came out on the PS4, and then just the plane wasn't there? It was just purple, or just
that shit was so.
The
bad.
company that worked on it was like a mobile. Oh man, I'm sorry, but anyway,
I can't believe how bad that was. It was insane to think about.
Oh man, that's crazy. But I'm sorry, Mike. Yeah, I'm sorry. What?
I was saying that's where the definitive version.
Yeah, that's where definitive edition came out. Was because of that.
Oh man, but yeah. So, but in the end, playing Marvel 3 on Parsec is like the best way to go. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I just say it. I just say it for rollback so that people that do have the game, because the game's like, it's pretty cheap nowadays, and people always talk about it. So it's just when you buy it, at least the online is good right away from when you buy it. That's the only reason.
A lot of people. I'm sorry. Yeah. A lot of people still play it too. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know if anyone's streaming it, but I feel like, every once in a while I'll see like something I'll post, like there's like a tournament or like special matches going on or something. Oh yeah, okay, that's nice. Vince, if you had to pick any fighting game to have, rollback, what would it be? We have rollback. I said no rollback, but whatever.
The selfish answer is Yatagarasu, like it'd be cool if I could play that with the 4 other people in the whole world that play that game. That would be tight.
It would also be cool to get that new character that was supposed to come out, man.
Yeah, but the realistic answer is something like Tekken 7, so that people could actually enjoy the game again. Something like that, a modern fighting game that you think they'd have their shit together, but they don't. Like I think something like that, maybe Tekken 7.
Yeah, and I would, if I had to pick one, it would probably be Tekken 7 myself, because that is like, thinking about it yesterday when I was playing, I was like, if someone asked me what my favorite fight, people's like, the people come in the chat asking what fighting games do you play, and I'm just like, fuck, man, like Street Fighter 5 and Tekken 7, and it's like, oh, like I know you don't play them. I'm like, oh man, that's I can't.
It's not my fault. These companies don't fucking understand how this shit works.
Toko coming in with the Street Fighter Cross Tekken. That game, man. For some reason, I think it was like the something year anniversary of that game, and a lot of people said the same thing. Where it was like a lot of people, like people that I hate and people that I respect as players, it's just like if that game didn't have the gym system, that game would have probably been like so much, like people would probably been playing that game more. And
that game's launch was like, it was the first disastrous launch that I've seen for a fighting game, and it was really, really bad. It was so bad, I think that game could never recover. That and the Evo 2v2, all that shit, it all combined, and it just made it killed that game before it even had a chance. And
congratulations on your your win against what was it?
Me and Richard made top 64 in that game at Evo. We were winner side, we made it out, and we're like, this game fucking sucks, dude. And we did not show up to the next pool. So we just went about our lives.
Man, okay, so I guess the next thing I was talking about is I want to talk about Dragon Ball Fighters, because we have Mike. But honestly, Mike, are you still playing Dragon Ball Fighters? Do you keep up to date with it at least, or you know what I mean?
Would you consider running a tournament for that game ever?
Well, I want to save that for later too, but the tournaments, I mean, but so what's your, I guess, what's your stand right now with the Dragon Ball Fighters?
I honestly haven't been playing it. You know, kind of with the tournament, just I've been kind of glued on Marvel 3.
100%. That's what I was thinking too. Yeah, no,
Yeah, but even before that, I mean, I really wasn't playing as much. Like I'd play like a little bit of KI. I was mostly just kind of playing a lot of single player stuff because, yeah, I mean, I just kind of lost interest in it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but it's still really cool and it's a lot of fun. Like I can't even say it's like a lot of fun. I mean, like it is, but I don't know. I think I just kind of lost touch with it.
Well, I mean, okay, so would you say you lost touch with it because of off online, right? Like COVID and everything?
Yeah, like the online is it's
I've seen it.
Okay.
Yeah. Cause I remember you were going to like majors for it. You went to last round's qualifier and all that shit. I mean, and then now it just seems like I feel like it's just me saying this, so I don't know everyone else. Like I feel like the Dragon Ball Fighter scene in San Diego, it was there, but it wasn't as big, or it wasn't like as one. I feel like it was very divided in a way. Cause you like honestly like real talk, because I know Afro and Dante were all about it. You know what I mean? Like those guys are always like they sacrificed their their time online and stuff, and then you had the game sync, the 3 people at game sync, and then you had like the 7 or 6 people at the Nowhere Gaming. You know what I mean? The 1 or 2 people at TTF, and I feel like if you put them all together, you would have a decent. Like a 16, like a decent bracket. You know what I I mean?
Anything more than 8 is definitely decent. We've been over that shit too many times.
I feel like at Hyper Bomb, that Dragon Ball tournament, it wasn't that bad. And I mean, there was only like 1 person maybe that was like from out, like not even from San Diego, and the rest were like all SD heads, and they were all. I mean, maybe, I don't know if those guys are just like, oh, like this looks cool, and just like I don't know where like. But I mean, at least from the players that I saw, like I recognize them. They're all people that I've seen before, and they're all under one roof. Like, and it was a decent turnout, man. Like, it was pretty cool, man. And I know like a lot of those at least a couple of those Nowhere Gaming boys. I know Kevin was like grinding kind of hard into it. The guy that I always say looks like Mike was at the battering, the sneaky battering. There's one guy that I always There's like one guy, I was like, is that Mike, dude? Did he get a haircut, man?
Are you sure that's not Mike, dude? Have you ever seen them both in the same room at the same time?
But you know what I mean? Like, there are people that were really putting their... But then when the time came, no one showed up, and then they would get so mad at like angry, and I would get angry too. Like, what the fuck?
That's one of those scenes that I like don't understand. It's like it's like kind of how sometimes I didn't understand the Marvel scene. Like, I felt the same way about the Dragon Ball scene. It's like I don't understand like their mentality and stuff. It's weird.
Yeah,
I feel like
I would agree.
Like I can't like I would want to say, I don't know, man. Yeah, no, I know what you mean, man. Because I'm trying to think of a game where everyone came together. You know what I mean? And the closest thing I can think is Tekken 7, where you'd get everyone from each area to play in one spot. I'm not trying to suck my own dick about TTF, but it's just like, because you would get at least Sam and True and Eduardo. No, Eduardo and Jacob are perfect examples of them coming down and playing. And then you would get some of those game scene guys came, and they just started playing that. You know what I mean? But I feel like it's so like, Street Fighter 5 is just such a shitty game. I feel like only TTF plays it, sadly, and then David's thing. So you mean, and then
that's a David's thing, man.
I love David's thing.
Where's David, dude?
And then the sad thing too is, people were trying to, someone was trying to like, bring a setup to the, Nowhere or fucking game sync, and that shit got shedded on. And it was only just Joseph bringing it. And then he had to deal with, Joseph had to deal with some people, playing the same guy over again that just keeps asking for third strike, But, it's just that I don't, like I said, the last podcast talking about how much I've grown up, the whole cliques, like they do exist. Cliques do exist in the scene.
Absolutely.
And it's something that does kill the scene. But then, like I said, I'm saying that because I 100% was one of those guys. Like I like the last podcast talking about, I always wanted TTF to be number 1. Fuck everyone else. I still supported everyone else, but I wanted the house to be like the number 1 spot. Blah blah blah. But I feel like now it's just like I mean, say whatever you want to say and all that shit. People probably still talk whatever about people and stuff, but it's just like I always wondered like, I know it's always like the timing, the scheduling, but still, it's just like it's crazy. Where it's just like, you know, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but like my one true goal and dream is just to have that one local where everyone shows up, man. And like I said, like I feel like we lost that when we lost the bank and like the old school salt mines.
It was nice to have a place that, you know, didn't like it was going to fall over like that. The bank went a long way to doing that. Had a lot of space, things like that. If we could ever get a venue that would do all and check all those boxes again, I think we could do that.
But, I feel like
then we're gonna have what we have.
And I still feel like too is even if we did get the house fixed up, it's the fact that it's still someone's house. You know what I mean? It's a factor to everyone. You know what I mean? Just like hearing stories from like even Javi like telling me when his mom used to drop him off, like, are you going to the scary house, or just like, you know, hearing people
it has
saying
a lot to do with the condition of it rather than
house,
you know? I don't think the house is the scary part of that story.
No, but
I
sometimes
think thugs outside smoking and laughing might have contributed to that a little bit.
But I just feel like
I'm not gonna get out of the front yard, so shit.
But I just feel like comfort zone too is just like some people. I mean, like you're right, the trap house. Yeah, you know, you're right. It's just like, you know, some people rumors spread, true or not true. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's just like they just spread and everything happens. You know what I mean? Like I remember that one guy on SRK messaging me about Frubble. He's like, is it true that like that's where like, you know, the KKK? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? Not
just
you know
because the location doesn't mean that.
Just because the location, and then that was like the one of the coolest events. I mean, the fucking owner was super nice, dude, and that guy looked like Guy Fieri, and he had an Asian waifu, man. Yeah, he was like, that guy was like the opposite of like Santee. You know what I mean? I don't know how you can be a KKK member when you're a white and running a boba shop. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like, oh man, dude, that shit was funny, dude. I remember like people would message me about like, I was like, what are you talking about, man? Like, I'll see you there, dude. Just go, man. You'll have fun. But yeah. So this is all from Dragon Ball Fighters and everything. But so before, I mean, like I said, it's just a topic because I feel like I want to bring it up to you because you play, and then there is like a lot of stuff going, like a lot of drama and a lot, not drama, but a lot of talks about the game because of Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, which I think is cool. And now that he's out, I've noticed that people seem like they're labbing and having a lot of fun playing with him. But then again, there hasn't been a tournament yet, and no one has lost because of getting shot with like. I'm already seeing combos of people killing you in one hit and tagging people in. But like I asked you, Mike, like I don't know if you're keeping up date with everything, but do you have any thoughts about this character or anything?
He looks really cool. For one thing, I wish I'm like I said, I'm kind of like in full Marvel 3 mode right now, but I'm kind of like I have him on my PS4.
Yeah.
But I just didn't want to.
No, that's 100% understandable. No, I already knew, like, writing these like questions and stuff, that I'm pretty sure that you're 100% focused on Marvel 3.
Yeah,
this
but
event.
Even then, I mean, he looks really cool, and what they gave him seems really, really interesting, and it's kind of crazy how they did it with, you know, Gogeta 4, just by giving him so many different options, and even starting to giving him a move that allows him to get the Dragon Balls.
Dude, I saw it on Twitter. Apology Man made the combo that he got all 7 Dragon Balls in one combo. And so I'm sorry, but I don't want to interrupt you. But so as soon as you activate, or as soon as you get that 7th Dragon Ball, does the person who got it is he the one that gets it, or do you have to land a hit? I don't know how that mechanic, till this day, I don't know how it works actually.
Interesting question.
When all 7 Dragon Balls,
so when all 7 Dragon Balls are there, does it activate for the person that got the Dragon Ball, or is there like a weird, like, where you have to, whoever hits someone with something, like, they call the dragon? You know what I mean? Like,
it's whoever lands in a full auto combo first.
Yeah. Okay. So let me. Okay. So this is an interesting question. I'm sorry. I like this question because you're here. So let's say that combo. So yeah, thanks, Mike, for being here. So you can leave after this question, by the way. No, it's okay. So let's say with that combo that Gogeta has, when he gets all 7 Dragon Balls, and like let's say he got the last Dragon Ball during the combo where he's still able to hit, do hits. So technically, if he finishes the combo like with the auto combo, will he summon the Shenron?
I don't think that's how it works. I think you have to start it with one and finish it with one also.
Okay.
Yeah, it has to be a brand new hit.
Okay, got it. All right. That's still kind of crazy.
It's still pretty crazy that something like that would even exist in at this stage of the game.
It's like the new Tekken 7 character starts with rage automatically. Like, all right, man, see you guys there, and has can regenerate their health. But no, that's cool, man. I think it's cool, and sadly, like I said, I wish there was offline events to see how. I feel like if there was offline events, then we would have the civil war of he should be banned and he shouldn't be banned, and just.
Oh man, I don't even want to start with
yeah.
them.
Well, I know too. I'm sorry. Will, wait, what was that, Will?
What is something Gogeta can do? Wait, what is it?
He can kill you in one hit. Oh, wow. Okay. So from what I heard,
if he levels up all the way, he can kill you.
If he levels up all the way, he can kill you in one hit, and he has a move that can get him a Dragon Ball for free, and he has apparently he has assist that gains you meter.
That's fucking sick.
Yeah, right, dude.
And then along with him gaining meter, he levels up.
Yeah.
So he has a level up. He has like a level system also. That's how he gets the one hit kill, right? Yeah, there you go. Okay. To me, to a person that like a spectator, like that sounds really cool. But I can understand how. And I guess if I was playing that game, like hardcore, I guess I would feel like. So is this like the farewell character to like this game? I mean, it feels like the farewell character to the season, but a lot of people seem like they're taking the negative approach to it, which I kind of understand, but also it's like, damn, dude, like it's just you can't please everyone like in the FGC. Like the FGC,
would be cool if we could have a tournament to see how good he really is. Right?
Yeah. Because I remember you telling me Vince, and I think I heard you, Mike, too, where like Japan said UI Goku sucked, but then it's like he was probably one of the best.
UI Goku came out, Japan was like, this character isn't good, and then fast forward like not even a week later, and if you don't pick that character, you're a fucking idiot. So.
Yeah, this character's the best, dude.
Believe what you want, and the results will tell the story. But it's hard to do that when you can't run a tournament in ideal conditions. So we're probably gonna have to wait on that.
All right. So that's we got our Guilty Gear and Dragon Ball because actually next is this Mike's tournament. So is there Will, Mike, Vince? Is there anything else fighting like I guess Marvel or fighting game related you guys want to talk about, or that you've been seeing or hearing, or anything that people might want to hear about?
I'm gay.
Okay.
Same.
Okay.
I think you covered it. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's always so much Smash news, Bert, and there's a lot of news for games that we don't play. And it's I'm just seeing like
if you have a question about any of these things, put it in the Discord.
Obviously, and I totally forget about we have the question segment, and that shit fills up pretty quick. Mm-hmm. But it's just like if you play the new characters for Smash in the hardest mode, it does real. I'm like, whatever, man. Okay, that's cool, man. So I'll see you later. Anyway, so next topic is pretty much gonna be Mike talking.
Oh man, here we go, dude.
I made some cool. I made a slideshow actually.
It's what you're waiting for, dude. When's Marvel, dude? It's right now, man.
Who said that?
The time, dude. Should I have the stream on to see this?
No, it's like a slideshow of all the cool things Eric made.
Dude, yeah. You know what? Before we start, dude.
Thanks, Eric.
I have to give a shout out to Eric Watts, for making these graphics and helping me with some overlays and overall helping me with this tournament. I can't thank that dude enough, man. So shouts to him. You guys better be ready for him in the tournament because he's fucking killing it, dude.
Yeah, your work is not unnoticed, man. Trust me, dude.
I've tried to pay that guy for his Photoshop work and he won't accept money. I'll get him someday though, dude. I'm just gonna show up with a bag of money at his house. I know where he lives.
The Monopoly bag, dude.
But give him all the love, all the thanks, because he put in so much work and he's fucking so sick.
Not just for this tournament, for everything that's being run in San Diego right now. He's got his Vietnamese hands in, so you should thank him if you see him somewhere.
Definitely.
Or if not, just root for him on Saturday.
Yes, Saturday.
All right. So, Mike, you're having your Marvel tournament. So I guess it's easy question right now. First one is, so how did the idea come up? Like, what sparked it? Well, I think I kind of know, but I mean, I want you to tell the people, where the idea came from. Who, you know what I mean? No, like just go away, man. Go ahead. Go away. I mean, go for it.
Yeah, go away.
Yeah. So first and foremost, this idea was not an idea by me.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're off the podcast. Who should be on the podcast?
It'd be Genghis, dude.
Oh, never mind. You can keep talking, dude. I'm just
So I remember because when he was streaming Marvel 2, somebody had brought up, I think it was Bill, and he was talking about like, or no, not Bill. Somebody brought up a Marvel 3, like, or talking about Marvel 3, and then I was just in his chat, and he was like, "Oh yeah, what about doing a Marvel 3 thing, right?" And I didn't really say anything about it, right? And then Tong really hit me up and was like, "Hey, what do you think about running a Marvel 3 like tournament? Like, do you think people will be down?" And I was like, "Sure, I guess. I mean, I can hit up a few people and see if there's interest, and I can get back to you." He was like, "All right, cool."
So
And
I'm sorry. So was it, so when he hit you up with this tournament idea, was it gonna be an invitational, or did you not know what the format was gonna be yet?
no, originally it was just let's try and run a tournament, and so from there it was just like we were trying to see who if there was any interest at all. Like there was an idea that it was just going to be special interest, or it was just I hit people up with just, "Hey, I'm thinking about running a tournament. Would you be interested?" And I got feedback enough from people, and it was just like, yes, like, and so I was like, so I got back to Tong, and I was like, "Hey, actually, I have about 6 people interested."
Damn. And it's that 6 became 16, what, 15 or 16, right? 16. Okay, awesome.
16, yeah.
So now it's an invitational of 16 players, all San Diego. So how I guess how were the players chosen? So what was like what was the thought process of how the players were chosen? Was it tournament results? Was it just casual, you know what I mean? Just like what was like, I want this player, or I'm sorry, I want this person to be in my tournament and all that stuff. So like, so how were these your 16 players chosen? Juan, you're one of them too. So, I mean,
I just choose yourself.
Yeah, why did you choose me? No,
Actually,
seriously.
I'll say this for sure is I actually originally, when coming up with the idea, I was not going to be in this tournament.
Yeah, no, well, so I know, like, obviously, like, when your picks were Jay, right? I'm guessing.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah. I like I said, I don't know if people, like, you hit up people and they declined or whatever. But I mean, just like I said, like, for the people who are in it or whatever, like, so yeah. I'm sorry, I'm just asking some questions. So how are they all? No, I'm saying, how are they all chosen? So like, what was the, and also, after you answer that, I got more. I like I like this question. I like Marvel. This is cool. I like having special guests. I guess someone was trying to say, Will.
Yeah, Will. Thanks, Will. How did you pick the 16, Will?
Yeah.
Well, I just thought about who I really wanted to see, in a tournament again, and went from there.
All right. So so Mike, if you had to pick 16 people, why did you pick them, and who were they? Nah, but no, all jokes aside, but yeah. So what made you pick these players?
So it like I said, originally I hit up a few players, and originally, like I said, it was just built out of an interest. So the ones that I asked were kind of already, locked in.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, there was a few that weren't in my original list that we couldn't get.
Okay, I'm sorry to interrupt. So can I ask you who were on your original list that you couldn't get? I know Jay was one. I mean, you don't have to say who they are, but I was just wondering if who else was on your original list that couldn't make it out or just couldn't be a part of it.
Well, it was actually, I guess I can, because I know people have been asking who's going to be commentating the tournament.
Okay. Well, me and Vince want to thank you again for that opportunity. That
how much I love that
me
game,
and Gerald, I'm joking. Nah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, the Danger Room run back. Yeah. There's the announcement, guys.
Never again, man. Jesus Christ.
So the commentators were 2 that I tried to get, but they couldn't. They basically couldn't play, but they offered to do commentary.
Okay.
Was Bonfire and Earl.
Oh. I'm sorry. That sucks because Adrian was one of the players that I wanted on in the. I mean, yeah, he wasn't my original picks, but I mean, he was like another guy. I was like, damn, why are Adrian's on this tournament? And then he was also playing with you guys a lot when I was watching your stream too, man. So it was just like,
yeah, it basically came down to too late with his hardware.
Dude, that's a bummer.
So I mean, he was already counting himself out, and that's why he said, you know, to find somebody else. And then I asked him if because me and Tom were thinking about commentators, and I figured that would be a really good team because Adrian's really, you know, of course he's a very smart player.
Mm-hmm.
He is like a really, really smart player, and so, you know, he's very analytical.
Yeah. Well, you're asking the wrong person, so
You're pronouncing it
Analytical.
Emphasis on the first part.
So it whatchamacallit, he was just a great pick for commentary. And then of course you have Earl. Earl's always loud, getting hype.
You got to have a good balance in commentary.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good pick.
Yeah, so I you know, like I said, they were originally in the 16 that I wanted, but of course they couldn't. So
well, I'm guessing because Earl because of work, man, that guy. Oof. I mean, surprised that if he would even be able to commentate too, man. But was it his computer? Is that what it was? Is like the hardware?
Yeah, he doesn't have like a computer or like an actual like.
That must be. Are you playing Warzone on PC or for PS4 there, Earl? I see you with those dubs, man. But yeah.
Yo, he be getting mad dubs.
Yeah, nice work.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. Continue. My bad.
No. Yeah. So I mean, first, so like I said, start off with availability, and then when I started to break down, okay, who would I always see like at salt mines, and then you know, from there, it was like, oh, okay, well. And then I was like, hold on, like, what was even the last Marvel event? And the last Marvel event was, of course, Danger Room. So,
well, I'm honored that was someone here. No. I was thinking about too. I was trying to think of like a salt mines or even like a LDL, but yeah, was Danger Room maybe the last Marvel event that I can?
You know, with you got it, like it was. The last bigger because I don't remember them having anything else.
Well, I mean, I'm just thinking like so because LDL was still a thing though, right? I'm pretty sure during that time. Yeah, it was okay. Yeah. I'm sorry. It was right before. I like this. I like listening to like the past, like ancient history stuff. It's so cool. Anyway, go for it, brother. Through other people's eyes, you know.
Because then even then, like that's when it also went to PS4 Marvel and. We never, I don't remember ever playing on besides Evo, like, I don't remember playing PS4 Marvel for tournament here in San Diego.
Everyone was just like 360 little, like, yeah, but that was like the best version, right? 360?
Yeah, technically PC is because it's the fastest.
Okay.
But
besides arcade port?
I would 1000% play on a 360. Like, you know what I mean? Nothing wrong with that. But so of course it gave me this pool of players to start going through, and you know I was running this all through with Tong.
Hell yeah!
And so Tong had some players that he liked, and there were some players that I liked, and we kind of just started. Okay, well what if we put him in here, and then what if we put this person, and well we have to have this person.
Oh hell yeah!
And so. We made this list originally, and then of course, okay, well, does this sound good? Okay, let's do it. And so then I started hitting up the players. Of course, the ones that I mentioned already to the ones that I had already hit up to them. So they were, like I said, they were automatically in, and we just started. You know, they're like, yeah, I'll play, and then yeah, I'll play, and we, you know. That was basically it. You know what I mean? I don't know if you want me to go through them like individually.
Oh, please, no, please. I mean, I'm just smiling and just like it feels like this is awesome. That by the way,
you have the floor, man.
You
have control of this podcast.
I always man, I miss you so much. No.
Yeah, thanks for being here, Will.
No. I mean, I feel like the podcast. I mean, I love every podcast that we do, and the YouTube channel. When I fucking sat like 3 hours going through the channel and putting it all in one folder, and just I didn't watch them all obviously, but I would click there and there to see what picture we use or who was ranting.
There's a lot of really good moments.
But it's just so funny. It's just the evolution of like the sound was just so bad. Like some days it was good, some days it was like bad. Like where the fuck is episode 5 at? Like it goes from like 20 to 22.
Really hard. It's really hard to find episode 5. As somebody who went and listened to them during that time when we were closed at work, it was very hard to find episode 5.
Well, I mean, there are some too that just like luckily there's only like maybe like 4 or 5 missing. I mean, out of 123, holy shit, that's like wow. But I remember some of them were just missing because some shit happened. I mean, I never had like the best, fucking the Ilya podcast. Just my computer died for a month.
They were all under different names too. That was another hard part about finding them, is that the first 10 all had different things in the beginning. So if you put in TTF podcast, they wouldn't come up.
Yeah, and also just like they were like at the beginning, they're all in parts because it would keep like, you know what I mean? It was just like
the internet sucked. Fast forward to now, the internet still sucks. You know,
still sucks.
But no, what I was saying that it's just that I mean, like everyone loved like I'm just. It's like, I mean, some of them might not have as many views as others, but just, we were all there during the live ones, and like it was just a good time, and a lot of people had a lot of interesting things to say. It was cool hearing about like it was just really cool. And then I'm having that feeling right now too with you as a guest, because we haven't had a guest in so long, unless I'm just forgetting someone that we recently had and I'm just being an asshole. But I think the last guest was Leomar, right?
Yes,
I think so.
And that was like that was a while back. I don't remember what the fuck we talked about. I think it was just so long ago. Oh, it's fucking no, it wasn't. It was the Big Kahuna, right? Because he qualified for the Big Kahuna.
That sounds more right.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck if you want to. I'm just joking. No, but it's just it's really cool. And then cough next week. Yeah, exactly. It was the qualifier, because I was just like, Leomar was he. I told that motherfucker, I was like, I feel like you're gonna get this, man. Like you was. Like I feel like he was down on himself, and a lot of people didn't have Leomar on his list, but he was fucking dude. When people start fucking me up, like in casual tournaments, I'm like, I don't want to play anymore. Like Leomar was like starting to just fuck me up, and I was like, all right, this guy's gonna win this whole thing. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. But yeah, dude.
Never forget when that guy destroyed the Soul Calibur scene, dude.
Yeah, he did.
He just watching Scary Movie, laughing and fucking dailing everyone up, dude. Anyway, no,
for that guy.
I'm sorry, but yeah, I mean, I'm sorry to fucking ran
Thanks
here.
for sponsoring the Vincecast, by the way, Leo Meyer. I appreciate that.
Oh yes, thank you.
I still have your sponsorship gift, so thank you.
But it's really awesome to have another guest, especially with such a with this going on, you know what I mean? And it's just really cool. I'm like I said, I'm just having a big smile because like Tong was part of when Tong's part of something, like something, it's gonna be good. Like I'm not gonna, we all talk shit, and we have that relationship. We talk shit to each other and all that shit. But it's just one of those like, for the people who don't know Tong, man, Tong is like a very like if I had to pick him out Rushmore or the STFGC, Tong would be on there, sadly. But it's just one of those things where he's a smart dude, and just the fact that he's part of this is also like, why are you even here on this podcast? I'm like, get out, I'm just, you know what I mean? But it's just it's amazing, like it's crazy. So I would love to hear. Like the compare. I hope you had a picture or you had the paper of like the players on Tong's list and the players on your list. You know what I mean? And like, I was like, did you guys? If you guys both had matching players, oh, he's in it. But then if like, fucking, Jet was on one side and like Dre was on one side, like, okay, these guys have to fight to the death. Who's gonna be? You know what I mean? But I'm sorry, I'm ranting. I want to hear Mike Good. And yeah, I would love 100% to hear each player and like and all that shit. You know what I mean?
I'm trying to remember what.
I'm sorry.
What his original. I mean, I guess like going so like, Pimpbot was, like, a choice. I want to say like, by both of us.
Oh, real nice. Okay, hell yeah.
Cause, Pimpbot, cause that's when I started thinking about El Danger Room stuff. And as soon as I brought up Pimpbot, Tong was like, oh yeah, like really responsive to it. You know what I mean? So he was like, that's a good choice. And so, Pimp, like I say it all the time, like Pimpbot, fuck me up. If you guys think I'm good, no, like Pimpbot has fucked me up, dude. And he sent me to losers in like the very first time like I ever won a singles. But he fucked me up, dude. And anytime I still run into him, he fucks me up, dude. Except maybe the last 2 sets. But I believe Pimpbot is really good. Like you need to watch out for Frank because his Frank will fuck you up. I love you, Pimpbot.
Yeah, you kind of forget what that character does, and you watch, watching Pinball streaming. It's like, dude, this character was so like a one button terror, man. Just like,
yeah, there's a lot of crazy shit that happens when he gets leveled up. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, and Pinbot, plays great neutral. He plays his team really well, and especially once he gets Frank going, dude, man, good luck, dude, because he's gonna maul you. And so, like I said, even qualifying for Danger Room, I was like, I think he deserves a spot, and he was playing Parsec with us before when we found out when Watts had his server, so it was like, yeah, he should be available, and let's do it for Pimpbot. And so that's how Pimpbot made himself in. The next one was I guess kind of a choice by me, and that was Gorlami.
Kevin, right?
Kevin.
Yeah, nice.
Because I was going out of El Danger Room, and Kevin actually has a really good track record, like against beating me. So, I've always known Kevin to feel, or I feel like Kevin's like a smarter player. So, I felt that he qualified for Danger Room. He would usually do well at Salt Mines and San Diego. Let's see if he wants to get in.
Yeah, and it's hard work too, being because I know he TO'd too. So just from experience, TOing and playing in a tournament fucking sucks, dude. Like I don't care. You can be a dick and be like, oh, it's easy, but deep inside that shit sucks dick, man. So him like TOing and like playing like that's I always think that's like fucking when TOs play, and like that's always laugh too when TOs win their own tournaments. It's always like, God, these guys, it's pretty funny. But so hopefully you win the tournament, Mike. That'd be pretty cool, dude. But no, but it's like that was my favorite. It was like, guess who like the last chance call for the Big Kahuna, and it was like me, motherfucker. I was like, so that shit always cracks you up, man. But he was always, I mean, regardless, like he was always at the salt mine because he was closing too. But I mean, no, he played a lot, man, and he. Like his Dante was really cool, and anyone that uses Sentinel I always like too, man. You know what I mean? Sentinel was one of my favorite characters. But he put work in too, and he put work in the game and in the scene. He did work for the scene and in the game too.
Yeah, definitely. And so I've been trying to figure out stuff for the tournament, like on Saturday and stuff. I meant to try and update a lot of these player cards. Thank God for Watts' Photoshop, but the individual player cards that I made, I wanted to update some of them because, as you can tell, the later it got within the fighters, like the cards got a lot better.
That's how it goes.
Is that why you put so much time in yours? I'm gonna be last. I can just.
No,
I'm fucking big doing it.
Yeah.
I guess I'll get.
I'm sorry. I got so lazy. I was like, all right, I'm on like late. I was like, fuck, man. Well, I made like Richard into like the rocket power guy, and then Natty was just looking mad. That was so sick. Should. Yeah, all right, my bad.
No, you're good. No, I guess I'll get to why I was last as I go through. Cause yeah. So, oh man, hold on. Now I've fucking lost my place, dude.
You're talking about Kev.
Yeah,
I was talking about the title cards.
The what?
The title cards.
Oh, the title cards. Yeah, I wanted to add into some of them. For just because mine, like I said, they got better, and so I wanted to touch up on some of the older ones and kind of add some more. Because at first I didn't really have some of the placings for Kevin and stuff like that, and a few of the other people. But he was a curly mustache invite, and he also made it out of his pools and losers for Evo 2014. So. Yes. He's definitely somebody really good. So we hit him up and he said, yeah, I'm available. And so cool. He's in. The next person was Tommy Nocturnal.
Hell yeah.
and he was one of my picks because he was one of the people that I hit up, immediately. And because me and Tommy, we played a lot like at salt mines. We would just have these really long sets, and Tommy was one of the people. He would be top 8, top 3, pretty consistently, and his Magneto was really wild, and he was always in the lab, and he came up with, I'm pretty sure it's him unless he stole it, but I know him because he was talking to a lot of East Coast people because that's why he was sponsored by KPB, which was Kick Punch Block, which was like a
I didn't even know that. Holy shit! Okay.
Yeah, he knew a lot of those guys because he would play online a lot. He was a huge online warrior. And that's how, even I put it on Rusty's card. Tommy being an online warrior, that's how he found Rusty.
Yep.
Because Rusty was an online warrior, and they were sending messages. He found out he was from San Diego, and he was like, "You should come out to Salt Mines, and start playing with us." And Rusty finally, said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go."
That's the cool thing about that too. I'm sorry, it's just like sometimes you find these good players out there from online. You invite them out, and they're just like they're fucking assholes, or they're just like fucking weird. But luckily, with at least for Marvel, at least, like I feel like Rusty was the only person that was like that they found online, and that guy was he was like one of the coolest motherfuckers ever, man. Like that guy was sick, dude, and he played Street Fighter 4, man. He had a pretty cool Ibuki, but I mean,
plays CVS 2 as
that
well.
guy's a really good CVS 2 player. So
oh yeah, you're right, because that's his I forgot like his name or something has like it's CVS related or something he had, like his avatar was a CVS related avatar. Man, that guy's so cool. But anyway, no, but it's just that I was just like a lot of these sometimes you find all I remember there's this Tekken 7 guy, this fucking I forgot who it was. It was like SP Man or one of the LA guys, like, "Hey Cody, like this guy blah blah," and that guy was a fucking asshole, man. I'm like, why did you ever talk to me, dude? That's why I never you know what I mean? It's just like, fuck, man. Like, but you're lucky or not. It's like it's a hit or miss in the end, I guess. But yeah, I'm sorry. Continue. But that's cool though.
Oh yeah. I mean, he was definitely a good pickup. No, but yeah. I mean, Tommy was always online with those guys, and so he was just one of them, and like that's where he would train with a lot. And then of course he would still go out to salt mines a lot. But he was what I was saying was that he was developing a lot of virtual incomings.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. He would come up with some crazy virtual incomings, and I knew it was probably the cross lab between them. But he was some insane, cross body glitches where he would cross over, still get round trip, and be able to lunar phase, and it would keep him safe and do all this other shit.
The real sweaty shit.
Yeah. So Tommy was always really, really strong. Always in a Marvel. Even when he didn't have any significant Evo placings, but he was pretty good in my opinion. And like I said, I would play him a lot, and so I felt like he deserved a spot.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, that's what, like I said, was just like that's why I asked you that question. It's like, so was how were these people picked? Like, was it tournament results? Was it just they impressed you? or is it someone that you just what I mean? That's why this question came up.
Yeah, no, yeah. So I mean, yeah, I was always a fan of his, and he was always really, really good. So and he could play a lot of different teams as well. So the next person was my choice, which was Diato. And Diato had been playing with us, or playing me more recently. So I knew right away that he'd be down. And Diato has always been really good for a long time, even from when the very first time I went to salt mines, that we would be constantly going back and forth on casual stations. And so me and him already kind of playing online, it was kind of automatic that I was like, yeah, I want Diato. So that's how he got in there. And yeah. Because of course, I mean, Diato is a grinder too. So
yeah, he's a lab rat. He's a lab monster.
Yeah, and he's always in there, and he's always constantly thinking Marvel. And it's always good to like have somebody like that. And he also uses Storm, very not so seen, and he hates his Sentinel, but his Sentinel is really really good.
I think that's that character is like a love-hate relationship character. I love that character.
100%, yes.
Matt was, I guess, kind of both of our choices. I knew that Matt was already kind of playing from seeing him in Wednesday night fights and stuff like that. So he was already on the Parsec train, and Matt was always like, a consistent top 8, top 3 within Salt Mines, and he was also in Danger Room, and he was also in the Rambats as well. So he was always trying to just play Marvel, and was pretty good choice, pretty obvious choice to have.
Yeah, he's one of those players too. I'm sorry, it was I didn't know where he exactly was from. I think he was like in Encinitas, right, or something. Like he lived like way up north, and he would always drive down, even before like TTF, but just like Golden Token and just all those arcades to what's the Nickel City and shit, man. Like that guy, he had a mission, and I'm pretty sure he might have been a Mirror Mason too, but I think in the end game he moved it there. But I just remember a lot of stories with that guy. Like, Gerald always brings up the CVS2 GameCube. He learned CVS2 on the GameCube, and it's like he had that controller. But no, that dude, like when I think about it now, you bring it up, is like that guy's been around for a long time, even before TTF. You know what I mean? Because he was playing Marvel 2 and CVS2 and all that shit too. So that's crazy, man. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. So as much shit as I give him, he's a really good player all around. So.
Yeah. He's a pretty funny guy.
Yeah, he's very funny, and his jokes are
you
would never expect it, but yeah.
Because he does that. He reminds me of my friend. He does like it's like the dry humor, the dad jokes, dude. And then he'll stare at you and wait until like just quiet and wait till you like react. I'm like, God damn, you get the fuck away from me, man.
Yeah, that's Matt, definitely. Oh man, but yeah, Matt was a kind of a more obvious choice in my opinion. So. The next person, I do have to apologize to Cody for lying to you,
Oh, well, there's two probably you have to apologize.
Yeah, there's two. There's definitely two. I'm sorry, I wanted to keep it a secret.
Yeah, I know.
I wanted the hype. The next player was Certified.
Hell yeah, dude.
I'm so glad that he's in the tournament. I'm so glad.
So am I. So what, like he's just one of those people that he's San Diego Marvel, man.
They got San Diego a lot, man. They got San Diego a lot, man.
Yeah, exactly, right.
He was
I felt like you couldn't have a Marvel tournament without that guy. And I knew that he was also already playing on Parsec in certain tournaments. So already knowing that, he has been, MIA, unfortunately, and I still hope the best for him. Like I've talked to him a little bit, obviously being in contact with the tournament, So, everything seems good, and I'm glad that it is, and only hope the best for that guy.
Of course.
Me too.
So, but I'm very excited that he's in the tournament because it's Ray.
I feel like it wouldn't be the same without him. As corny as that shit sounds, like it wouldn't be the same without him.
If I would have had an invitational for Street Fighter 4, it was like a 60-man, Ray would most be on that tournament too. That's 100%. What I was saying, that guy played the games that he played. He put mad work in, and he was really good at both those games. He was, in the end, I guess he fell out because he started focusing more on Marvel, which is completely understandable. But in the beginning, you can't blame him. And then in the beginning of Street Fighter 4, though, it was just like he was one of the. He's like one of the like 3 players I consider a rival in ST when I played, because me and him, I love playing with that dude, and that's like I've been in a lot of my AI team tournaments too. But yeah, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, Ray, yeah, you're definitely right though, Vince. Like it wouldn't be the same without him. So I made sure to try and get him in, and we got him. So the next person is Gerald. And this was my choice, because I'm actually a really big fan of Gerald. He as a player, I think he's just really fucking good, man. He bodied me at my very first Marvel tournament, and
really,
yeah,
that, like at the Pangea or
no, it was at Winter Games Fest.
Okay. Oh wow. So okay.
Yeah, I went and I played him on stream, and
oh man,
and he beat me, and I was like, holy crap, this guy's so good, dude. Like, you know, I was already playing online like a bit, you know, because this was in Ultimate. But it was just one of those. I was like, dude, this guy's really good, and you know, as soon as, you know, fast forward, you know, getting the salt mines and stuff, one, you know, I'd obviously see him more, and then I, you know, finally, you know, I'd say what's up to him and everything. But anytime he was on station, like, I'd just enjoy watching him. I think he's just really fucking good. And then, of course, I've seen him and played him in Third Strike, like even in Street Fighter 4. Even when I see him now in Street Fighter 5, like the shit he does, dude, is just so good, dude. And I'm, you know, this was just a real personal pick out of me because I'm just a big fan of this guy. So
yeah, when you think about too, when we always joke about the multi gaming gods, and you know people play multiple games, and some of those people think they're good. In reality, like they're not. But I think Gerald is one of those guys that he does play multiple. I mean, of course, they're like the same, you know, Street Fighter, but different versions of it. But I mean that
it's still
multiple games, and he is good in those multiple games. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and he was still, like, you know, he was part of WL, and WL was dominating Marvel 3 for a real long time. And so, you know, I was looking up to that guy, and just like how he was playing, because obviously I played him, and he was one of the first people, you know, kind of interaction with, you know, being new. But I've always just been a really big fan of him, and you know, like I said, yeah, he would place well, and he was my choice. And so when I asked him, it took me a second to get a hold of him, but I was able to get a hold of him, and you know, I'm very thankful that he decided to play. So this was Tong's choice. It was Crisco.
I'm sorry.
Terrible choice.
You don't say. Before we start, when I was watching you play him, and he hit you and killed you with something, but
I know what's going on.
You should have won, dude. And he hit you, and he had the stupidest fucking smile on his face, dude. And it was like the grin, and then it made me sad too, because it was like I missed that smile in person, like, because I've seen it in real life, and like in just multiple, and when you see that, every time I see that face, it's like I don't want to be the other guy, like the guy, like the other guy.
I hope God I'm not the other end of that. You can only hope that Speed's not playing in the background. Otherwise, that's happening. It's over.
And then seeing him with his hair, so that hippie needs a haircut. You know what I mean? But yeah, that shit was. I was like, God damn it, dude. And then he then he was playing more. He was like, this guy, he still has it, man. It's crazy, man. A lot of these people that when I watch your stream and other people's stream, these players still have it, man. It's like they never stopped. But yeah, I'm sorry. Continue.
Yeah, that's what was cool, I think, because also kind of gave him a heads up. I'm pretty sure some people started to hit the lab again, at least, and shake some of the rust off. But what was crazy about that set, about, you know, what with Crisco this past, you know, weekend, Crisco hasn't really, he obviously can't play, you know.
Yeah.
But it took him a second to really warm up, but all of a sudden when he did warm up, he was on it. Like I think he was cycling through a bunch of teams, and he chose, I think his two best teams were Chris G's team, and he played Zero Morgan Doom.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry to interrupt because there's like so much cool shit going on, but I remember like when you know, the end of Vanilla and like the start of like Marvel or Ultimate, I remember he picked Jay's team for a while, the Wesker, Hager, and Phoenix, and he was winning fucking box with, you know what I mean? He was just like, I remember at Tommy's house, he beat the shit out of X-Rays, you know, at the FGC TV house, and then like Tommy was just in his chat on Filipino Champs, like just trolling them and shit, dude. Like, I wonder who this guy is and all that shit. But and yeah, and before we called early bitch calling, you know, he's not part of my main one, but this motherfucker had the audacity to tell me that. I said, "Oh, are you been practicing?" He's like, "No, I'm not gonna practice. I'm just gonna play the day up." I'm like, "All right, whatever, man." Like, fuck you, dude.
Thanks, Chris.
Yeah, and I was like, "You're right, man," because I don't think you know how to set up Parsec, man. I was like, but yeah,
I don't think he has.
Yeah. He was P at Tong's house, you know.
Yeah, I know.
But he really, either way, he really started to get it. And of course, Crisco, you know, like I said, he was winning box tournaments. He's he just missed top 8 of Marvel 2. I forget which year. I put 2009, but I don't think that's the correct year where he lost to Baby Wolverine.
Yeah.
So he that guy's really good. And I know, me personally, I've never beaten him in tournament. So it's just one of those things that, you know, he was I agreed. I was like, you know, that's all right. Let's get Crisco, and there he is. The next choice was it was Tong's choice.
I know you. Okay.
And
why are you smiling so hard?
Right off the bat, I said it was a yes immediately. And that was Tree Killer.
No way, Tong picked Tree Killer?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. I thought it was gonna be the opposite, man.
I don't say that often.
Yeah. Tong, you know, we were going through the list. He was like, well, what about Dan? And I was like, yes. Yeah, I can get Dan. Or like, yeah, we can get Dan. And he was like, all right.
Dan for president, dude. Anytime.
So I mean, Dan, Dan runs a very unique team, but Dan he has always kept the Marvel dream alive.
God bless that guy.
Yeah, I love Dan, and I know anytime I've gone over to his house, you know, we always get a set in. So I know he's still always constantly playing. You know, he's about Marvel.
Dude, I'm sorry. I just remember like, every time he would like luckily show up, you know, because, you know, work and, you know, family man type. But, you know, the random times he would show up, bring the Hillshire, you know, farm sausages. But I remember every time he always brought his Marvel setup too. And like, he's like, hey, before we leave, I want to do a first to 5 with you. I'm like, that sucks. He's like, no, you don't. I was like, man, shut this guy up, dude. Like, that guy's so, man, every time there's players like, I love you all, but there's some players though that show up. I'm like, dude, hell yeah, this guy's here. You know what I mean? And Dan most definitely, like, there's something about that dude. He just has like that energy, and it's just like, dude, like, it's never a bad, like, this guy, like, he's the most positive dude. Like, that guy's a badass dude. He wore that cowboy hat when he fucked Jay up at boxing, you know, out at Frubble. But I'm sorry, I continue. Yeah, that guy's a badass.
I mean,
man.
No, anything, you know, your feedback is also accepted. You know what I mean? Like, it, you know, we can definitely talk. I can talk Dan all day, dude. That guy is so cool. He definitely did not beat me in a first attempt last night, dude.
That was pretty funny.
But he was, like I said, he keeps the Marvel dream alive, and I knew he would be down to play too. So, you know, like I said, it was an immediate yes. And so, and I thought it was awesome. You know, all the responses, you know what I mean, to Dan. Everybody's really hyped about him. So, and he's been playing really well. I will say that. So
he was looking pretty good yesterday.
I don't know,
he was looking pretty good yesterday.
No, he was. He really was. I'll hold that. He really was, because he definitely fucked me up. But the next one was probably more my choice. Was Shogun, Peter. So
oh man, we're dropping frames, man. Wait. Oh no, we're good.
Are we alive?
Yeah, we're live.
Hello, is this thing on?
Yeah, I think.
Okay. So yeah, it was Peter. So Peter, I know, is, you know, always been he's been playing in online tournaments, and basically, you know, still playing a lot of Marvel 3 as much as possible. Even when I would catch him at the secret sessions of the Killer of Trees, he would be there and we'd get Marvel in. And you know, he's even now within tournaments online, like, he's placing, you know, top 3.
Nice.
And even, you know, before that, he was always like a top 3, top 4, like, or basically, you know, top 8 in general, like, player within Salt Mines and San Diego. And so he was kind of, you know, I right off the bat, I was like, you know what, since I already knew he was going to be playing in these tournaments, like, already, I was like, he's going to be down. So, you know, cleared it with Tong, and he was good to go.
Nice. So when you say you cleared with Tong, like, was there like so when you had the player you want, like, did you go to Tong, and when Tong had someone, like, and then actually I probably should say this for last, but yeah, you know what? No, I'll say right now, fuck it. So did you guys with some of these decisions, did you guys kind of butt heads, or like were some like an instant yes, or were some of them kind of like, well, you know what I mean, like one of those like not or maybe butting heads, or maybe like unsure, or let's think about this real quick and all that shit?
I mean, kind of like, I mean, it was more so, yeah, like we were just kind of just, like I said, we had each pool player and we were just kind of discussing back and forth type thing. So, and I mean, I don't think there was really like a I don't know, I guess, between what we were discussing. Because we were, yeah, I mean, because even like if like I get like trying to still answer like if he had said, it wasn't like, I guess I shouldn't have said like clear. I guess it was just more, I guess it's more on my side where, because I'm like, I always appreciate the feedback from the other side, like, okay, what about this person, or what about, you know what I mean? So it was more so that as if he felt good about it, then all right, cool, then let's do it. Like that sounds like a good choice. You know what I mean?
I kind of feel like too, it's like, well, never mind, because I was gonna say, well, I kind of like you tell Tom to fuck off. This is your tournament, but then again, he kind of brought the idea to you. You know what I mean? But it's just, you know what I mean? It's just, it's one of those things.
It's definitely a collaboration.
Yeah, I know. It 100% is, because again, like you say, like it wouldn't happen unless it was like Tong. You know what I mean? Like they kept bringing it up and like messaging on the side, because you know you could have totally just like didn't see that message and like that was it. You know what I mean? Like, oh fuck it. You know what I mean? But he actually took his time and reached out to you, and you know now you have this event having Saturday. But sorry, this is awesome. Continue.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're always good, Cody.
You okay, Will? Will, you doing good?
Yeah, Will, you all right, man?
Yeah, man.
You got your bitch calling and you're not ready, you know?
Nope, I haven't even thought about
it. All right, Mike, go ahead, brother.
Entertainment.
I was gonna say, after this, I would like to know Will's choices for top 3. I would like to hear what he has to say. But or maybe, you know, who is his number 1 favorite player? But
Uncle Matt.
Uncle Matt?
Very nice choice.
I'm a big Uncle Matt fan.
To win?
No, just my favorite player, I think.
Time out. Did you just say Uncle Matt is your favorite player, dude?
Why are we attacking? Why are we attacking Will right now?
Why are we assaulting, you know, the podcast host?
That guy sucks, dude.
He's the best.
Thank you, Will.
Does Matt have a gun to your head right now? Is he in Texas, dude?
You need help, Blink Boys.
Yeah, the Grimer.
No, I'm just kidding. Matt's all right. Yeah. I'm not a fan, but I am a fan.
Better than Richard.
He's just
Better.
Better than insert name here, dude, or anyone. Oh,
yeah,
man.
whoever's in the tournament.
Are you playing Diablo 3 right now, Will?
No.
All right. I'm sorry. Woo. I'm more than happy to say we passed 100, like 1 hour and 32, and we're still going. Hell yeah! All right, go for it, brother.
My bad, dude.
No.
So yeah, this was a Tong choice, and I guess this is one of those that you say it was an automatic. It was Watts.
Nice. Hell yeah, dude.
You know, and Watts, I backed it up immediately because I was like, you know, yes, like I know this guy has been playing on Parsec, but I've also just been hanging out at his house and we'll get Marvel sets in. And I know he's been in the lab, like he dropped, you know, spoilers, I guess. I put it on the card, but he dropped Iron Man to start playing Doom. And it's one of those really cool things to see because, you know, he starts getting the cheap stuff, like the good stuff, and it's he does so much damage.
See that, yeah.
And it's killing and it's working. I'm like, yes, dude. Like I like what I'm seeing, you know. And he's just getting more reward out of playing Spider-Man. His Spider-Man is already like really fucking godlike. So, and of course with his team, you know, pretty unique. Especially, you know, obviously when he played Iron Man, and I'm a number 1 Watts fan, so I was like, yes, let's do it, dude.
Yeah, I would say besides, Eric, I would say Eric and Dan probably have the most unique teams. You know what I mean?
Which is really cool.
Which is really cool. I mean, you can say that about like I would only say that because of Lord Peter's team, because he's like running Wesker, and everyone else does kind of have well, I would say everyone else does, like, at least there's more than one team that has a Dormammu, you know what I mean? Like, so I guess I don't know, but just to kind of like
still a unique character.
Trish, Super Scroll. Who was Dan's? Was it Amy? No.
Taskmaster.
Dude, Jesus, look at that. Like, those are 3 names you never hear. And, you know, we talk all this shit too, but it's like, you know, even K-Brad ran the real Devil May Cry team. You know what I mean? He did the Virgil, Dante, Trish. You know what I mean? But it's just like Task, you know, Task is those characters. He was so good, like in vanilla at least. But then, you know, people dropped him, but Dan's still rocking him in fucking super. And he uses the 6 Super Scroll. He used the Clerk costume too. You know what I mean? The real Super Scroll, the Annihilation one. You know, I'm not trying to get all nerdy here, but no, that shit's like mad
good
sick.
arc, man.
That team is sick, and obviously like Eric, because of Spider-Man, and like even if he wasn't using Spider-Man, he had Iron Man. He was one of, like, him and Dre were like one of the only, and even Jay Viscant used Iron Man too. But Iron Man's sick, man. Like, if you like watch a good Iron Man, it's pretty crazy. But, you know, obviously he's not stronger than some other characters. But I mean, it's a sick character. But yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, yeah, because you're right, dude. Like, one of my earliest, like, Salt Mines memories, I put it like, I saw that dude, Infinite Hulk, like pretty much full health Hulk, coast to coast on stream at Salt Mines, and I was like, this guy's amazing, dude. Like, you're so sick, dude. And ever since then, I've always enjoyed watching Watts play. So, like I said, I knew he was already playing, so I was like, would you be down? He's like, yeah, man, I'm down. And he was in. This was one of the people that I chose and I hit up immediately was Paulino. So Paulino, out of all the people that like played at Salt Mines, like, we always felt like he was the best. Like, that wasn't, you know, some of the already like top players. Like, he kind of just came up. He was one of the OFC boys, and he would do really well outside of tournaments. He, you know, I think he made it out of pools like 3 years. I think I only put, I put 2 that he got 33rd.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe he made it out of pools like just like another year after that. But anyways, Paulino has just always been a really great player and really solid overall. And so I hit him up right away, and he said he was down, and that's how he's in. Yeah, I mean, he's like I said, he's always been a really solid player, and obviously kept the Marvel dream alive too. So yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Paulino was always, you know, what's cool about Paulino too is that well, I'm not getting that story though, but, you know, we all have our own friends, you know. But anyway, no, like, it was cool because you know, back in the days of the Wednesday Night Vinces, when it was Wednesday Night Vince and everyone were still playing, like, there was a Marvel room, dude, and Paulino would always show up to Vince's house on those days, dude, and then he might. And the sad thing was, like, you know, if there was no Marvel there, like, he would just hang out and fuck around. But, you know, luckily enough, he had those days where, you know, like, Richard and Gerald did show up and stuff, and that room was actually even Discount Vega, you know, because he was playing Marvel too at the time. But and then there would be like the fucking Vincent's room would be packed with like 2, like 3, 4 setups, and then, you know, that the, you know, Will's old room packed with like the 2 you know what I mean? Like, it was pretty cool. But yeah, he was
that room, man.
Yeah, but
It'll
he
never
was
be the same.
But yeah, I'm sorry. Hell yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, like I said, and he's a warrior, man. He's definitely really good. So yeah, that was Paulino basically. And of course, so this is a funny pick that I know a lot of people are not a lot of people, maybe a lot of people are mad about. It is OFC Pinoy.
You can skip this one.
Boo.
Thanks.
So the next person is Fuji Apples.
No. Hey. Richard was one of my picks, man. I want to hear, and I have a lot of funny stories about any story. It goes Richard? It goes for Richard. The end. No, this goes for any players too. That because it happens to everyone. I think it happens to me a lot too. But it's one of those like, oh, I didn't know you played this game. That's always my favorite fucking Just like it's just so.
I hate to hear it, and I love to hear it. You know,
it's so
one of those,
like
I gotta love the relationship with that phrase.
And
for
then,
sure.
and then some of these people really mean it, and then it's just I've seen this guy at Wednesday Night Fights like wait for his grand final match for a tournament that he's gonna win, and like body the guy that got top 8 in like the melee. You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck is going on, dude? And that came along with like the end of the Salt Mines Day. There was like at least a week, like 2 or 3 weeks, where Richard was winning 5 and Marvel 3. And a couple, that was I'm not gonna say names, but that was I didn't know you play this game, and it's just funny. It's just that it's just the whole it's like, oh, you play Tekken, Cody? It's like, god damn it, or just anything like that. It always cracks me up. Like,
that one will never make me upset.
When people
it'll never make me upset. That one makes me smile.
unprotectedSEX, the birdie player.
Like when and then some of the newer heads, that come to TTF when there's a third strike, and Dre actually, you see Dre play third strike, and then he knows, like, he's like, oh, you know how to play that. He knows how to play third strike too. Like when I was, he watched his stream, he was fucking some people up too, and it's just funny that
was a really cool stream to watch. I enjoyed that a lot.
I just remember too. I'm not gonna say names, Miles, but I mean there was this one tournament where like Richard fucked this guy up, dude, and fucking. I didn't know he played that game, and he was just like, "You're pretty good, man," because this guy thought he was just shit, and in reality, this guy was like nothing. You know what I mean? Then. Continue, my
I mean basically, so yeah, I mean that's it. Like Richard, people are not gonna be happy. I'm like, that dude plays Marvel, and that guy's a player.
Well, I got another question after you tell him all you're 16, but yeah, go ahead.
Okay. And so yeah, I mean, he won a Salvation College tournament that myself and Johnny were at.
Oh yeah.
He did win Lan Diego's. Even when I play him in casuals, like it's usually him winning. You know what I mean? It's just really funny that he doesn't know how to do Parsec. Or no, he doesn't know how to do Parsec. He doesn't know how to do lightning loops. Yeah, actually, he didn't know how to do Parsec either, dude. Jesus Christ,
he didn't, dude. That guy's an idiot.
Oh man.
Well, he's our idiot, so it's fine.
Yeah. But yeah, supposedly he might be better because I've never seen him do a lightning loop. And but now he's doing lightning loops.
Oh man,
it's the first time for everything.
It's pretty crazy, but yeah, he's definitely, and he's one of those multi-game legends, man. That
yes.
he's just really good, and I've always looked up to Richard as a player. I've always
looking up at Richard, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of bizarre world that you living in.
I don't know, man. I'm always on the move.
Standing on a chair.
So yeah, I ask him a lot for advice and stuff like that, and he's always been a good player to me. So yeah, that's why he was
I like to say, and especially the strongest Richard. All jokes aside, though, man, I mean, any game, the fact that any game that did come out, he was always down to play too. I mean, NRS games, this is everything. It was just like, I mean, his Shitty King from Tekken, but no, like there was a time in like the MK in NRS days, it was just like, fuck, man, I really want to beat Richard in like this game, and I only did it once, man. Shouts to Injustice at the Murder tournaments, man. I missed those tournaments, but he's like, I want to suck.
Toko didn't show up, it was fun.
Yeah, if Toko didn't show up, I would have fucking won that tournament. Dude, Toko fucking that shit was 3-0 Green Lantern, dude. That guy Toko was really, yeah, there he is, man. Dude, no, damn, NRS God, dude. But and COD God too, dude. But no, like, I guess all jokes aside, man, like I'm multi-gaming God. It's just, it's really funny, but it's like it's true, dude. There are these players that just, they can be decent at all like the games they touch, man. But yeah, good.
I don't know if you guys saw it either. If you guys look at Richard's picture, there's a little surprise in what Richard's holding. I don't know if anybody thought that.
It's pretty good.
But are we talking about his card or what we're looking at in the
watch this character select.
Okay.
You gotta look really carefully.
Well, I mean, it's kind of small in my window. I'll check it out. Is it a Dre? Is it a Dre thing?
Oh no, he has a Javi in his hand, dude.
God damn it! All right. I thought Javi says, "Why am I smiling so hard?" I'm like, that wasn't TTF, man. You're probably really drunk during a party or something. Oh man, but yeah. Whew.
Yeah. So yeah, that was Richard. So like I said, that was my choice. Tongue agreed. Yeah. So then next it was Johnny Fuji Apples. He's another person I think where it wouldn't be right if we didn't have Johnny in the tournament.
Yeah, that guy was killing it, man. In the end game of that game, dude.
Yeah, he was. I still say it to this day where I think Johnny was an amazing player. I think he was still way better than me. Johnny knew how to just. The cool thing about Johnny when he plays is that he sees your weakness, and he just rips it open. And I think that's something really cool about him. And then he'll just style.
I watched Johnny fuck up a lot of people.
A lot of people. Yeah.
A lot of people. In and out of San Diego. I watched him fuck up a lot of people.
Yeah. And he is very strong, very smart, and Johnny was my choice for sure because I was like, this guy needs to be in it, and man, we all know Johnny, dude.
Oh,
Johnny is he's an amazing person, dude, and he's an amazing player. So I had to make sure to get him in, and we had to test the parsec, and I had to make sure it was okay with him, if he can play and he can do it, and he says that he can do it.
And it looks like for watching you guys play, it was the matches weren't that bad, right?
He still gets a little bit on his side. That's what he was saying. That's what I was trying to discuss with him. Like, would it be okay? Is it something he thinks he can get used to? And he says, yeah, I can get used to this. It's going to take some time. So, there were some extra games trying to get him warmed up, and he's getting it, but he still says that he gets a little bit of.
Yeah, I mean, fuck, dude, online.
You can't get away from that. It's just going to be a thing.
Yeah, and the thing was too is that originally we were trying to make this like we wanted just San Diego, Tong and I, and so because we wanted to do it over parsec, and we wanted the best connections possible because we knew it was obviously an online tournament, so we took it seriously. We don't want any drops. We don't want anything. We're not playing no laggy matches. But I kind of convinced him. I think we'll be okay. If anything, we'll just test it out and see. And when we tested it out, he was fine, and that's how we got him. But I made sure I was like, no, like if I can get Johnny, let's get Johnny, and that's how he's in. You know what I mean? Great moral player. Yeah, defended the house.
Yeah, he's really good. All right, I think that's all of them, huh?
There's two more. It's just Rusty. I think Rusty's an obvious choice. No, you're good.
Oh, you know what? I thought we talked about Rusty because we were already sucking his dick when we were talking about Tommy, right? Because he's the one that found.
Yeah. Go for it. I mean, that's why we all know Rusty. Yeah, he's just super duper good. It was crazy because he disappeared, and it wasn't thankful to Matt. Matt found him again playing in Wednesday night fights, and he's going by.
So I'm sorry. When we're talking about Wednesday night fights, it's now, right? Like they're playing in the Wednesday night fight tournaments like now, like it's like is recently or is this like back? Okay,
like in like the parsec tournaments.
Yeah. So because I mean I'm so because I'm playing another tournament on Wednesdays these days. You know what I mean? But so do those? So I'm guessing when you say that these tournaments that like Peter and like Ray, so they're playing in these Wednesday night fight tournaments, right? Are these the tournaments that they're playing in, or the other ones too?
Ray was playing in the Tampa Never Sleeps one.
Okay,
that's another good one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then Matt and
third last night. Wow.
Bruce. I don't think Peter has been. I know Peter's been playing. I think in Tampa Never Sleeps. And I don't know if he's been playing in Wednesday night fights though. I'm not 100 on that. I want to say he has been, but I'm not 100.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's either just Wednesday night fights or Tampa Never Sleeps. Those would be the two parsec tournaments.
Do the Wednesday night nights? Do the Wednesday night fights tournaments get pretty good numbers?
To be honest, dude, I haven't really looked at a bracket.
So I'm guessing like Kevin Hall runs those still, right? Or at least he streams them. Or okay, and then but so it sounds like some more than one person knows that Tampa Never. What's that tournament called? I'm sorry, Tampa Never
Sleeps.
Tampa Never Sleeps. So I'm guessing those tournaments get good because I do see that on Twitter a lot. You know what I mean? So and Pinpaw's one of the. So I'm guessing those get good numbers too. And is that tournament region like everyone in the States can play in it?
I want to say yes because okay. I'm pretty sure because
unless Ray is Ray in Tampa, is that what we're at? Could be right, probably.
Yeah, he's celestial, dude. He's everywhere. He's always with us.
Thanks. Fucking Will. The Glenn Humbley.
So I think they're all over. Because I'm pretty sure I've seen him in like the little rankings or whatever. And I don't know if he plays in Wednesday Night Fights or Wednesday Night Fights. I think is region locked.
I'm pretty sure.
I think all their other ones are too. So I would be pretty shocked if it wasn't.
Yeah, I'm gonna start my own tournament and call it "Radio Never Sleeps." You know, so.
Yeah, SoCal map.
SoCal map. But yeah, so those are the tournaments, and then yeah, Bruce, aka Dump Daddy.
Dump Daddy on Twitch, dude.
Yeah, Dump Daddy on Twitch. Go give him a follow, man. He totally doesn't stream.
Does he stream?
No.
Oh god damn it! I was like, that'd be like
he's like monsters in chats, dude.
He's like partnered and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's been playing. That guy's still cool. And like I said, yeah, we only found him because of Matt and playing in Wednesday Night Fights. If not, I would have not. We didn't know what happened to him. So, but yeah, that was Bruce, and then the last one is me.
I was looking at the pictures. I was like, what are we talking about?
Who could possibly be last?
Who could possibly be last? Hell yeah, go for it, brother.
This is like a joke. So at first, like I said, I wasn't going to play in this tournament.
Yeah.
And some people told me, no, you should be in this tournament. You know what I mean? And
of course.
I was like, well, maybe it's gonna be tough, but they're like, no, like, you have to be. So I was like, okay, well then fuck it, I'll be in the tournament, And this convincing kind of already happened with some of the player cards. Like I want to say, what was it, about like the 5th or 6th one? So like Ray and Matt, I think, right?
I believe so.
I was like, okay, I think I'm gonna play. And so I had this order to where I was like, you know what? I've already been telling people that I'm not gonna play in this tournament. I'm gonna keep up that. And so I kept introducing everybody, and even I saved some of the hypest ones that I personally thought were hype, like the fact that I got Johnny, I got Bruce, and Richard was a hype one, but everybody gave me.
I'm pretty sure your phone was blowing up.
No comment.
So
you played yourself.
Congratulations.
So they basically, by the time we got to the end of it, you were looking at your obvious ones that haven't been announced because nobody knew who wasn't, playing or not. And me and Tong and actually also Watts knew because he was helping me with the Photoshop.
Of course, yeah.
He knew the bracket, or not the bracket. Yeah, he knew who was invited. So we all thought it was pretty funny if get everybody in, get everybody all hyped up, and then hey, it's me.
Here I am. It's me.
And so yeah, and so now I'm in the tournament, and that's that. I'm a nobody. That's 16.
No, don't say that. You're the danger. You're the danger room. Goddamn. You're the you're the Ranbat. You're the only Ranbat. I think we only had
the only Marvel Ranbat
for at least for Ultimate. Yeah, man. So don't ever say that, man. Fuck that.
No, yeah. I mean, I'm not here to be like, yeah, and this is why I'm in here, and I'm good.
Of course,
and all this shit. It's just I just love this game. That's even why when I was thinking about running this, I was like, hell yeah, dude. Like, let's do it, dude. Like, I'm down to try and get everybody together and play. And with this 16 that we came up with, this is a reason why I also put on the cards, where these certain players like played at, you know what I mean? And or where they kind of got their start from or whatever it is, and so I felt like with this kind of group, I was able to get pretty much all of San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, I can't think of anything else. Like anyone, you got like if you had to pick players from each venue, like you got, you know what I mean? You got everyone. Luckily, it's a really good representation. And then the best part about it is too that, excuse me, is that it sees that. I guess you can also see the players that really grinded it out. You know what I mean? That traveled and put work in and stuff too. You know what I mean? But then again, you know, I don't want to be a dick and be like, oh, like this guy never showed up here. So, you know, I mean, it's just, you know, I guess scheduling, but it's just, you know, that it's cool to see that, wow, these players are really dedicated at that game. You know what I mean? That they would travel all over San Diego. Because, you know, when you think about the venues of SC, we're really far apart, man. Like, I mean, like a 15-20 minute drive's not far, but it's still like, you know, if you're fucking, you know, Vince and them, you know, OFC driving all the way to like to fucking, you know, southeast, it's like that's like a 40-minute drive, man. And besides that too, like I said, I think Matt in the end was like living up in Encinitas, you know what I mean? Just like, and even now, like went back Dale, I didn't even know Dale was from fucking Temecula and Murderetta, man. That motherfucker made trips up here, so it's just, or down here, so it's
See
just
you out there, man.
But it's crazy, man. Yeah, go from sorry.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I mean, so yeah, I mean, basically, you know, it just showed different areas and the different venues, and basically, when it came down to it, when this was kind of unplanned, like we got the players and stuff like that, and then when I started, you know, thinking of info and stuff like that, the way that the bracket ended up working out, you know, for this, which I think is really cool, is that you have 7 players that are from like Box Arena, like TTF days, and then you have 7 players that predominantly like played at Salt Mines. You know, even those that played at Box Arena TTF, they could have still kept going to Salt Mines, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But that was kind of like their first venue, and then, you know, people with Salt Mines was their first venue, and then of course the OFC boys. So there's 7 Box Arena TTF, there's 7 Salt Mines, and then there's 2 OFC boys. And I felt like that was pretty cool because it, like I said, it just gives a good space of everything and a good
About as good as you can get, I think.
Yeah.
No, you did a good job, man.
Thanks. So, yeah, and then also just to make sure that everybody gets shown too. Like, you know, this is an invitational. I think it would be really hype. For the first round, all of winners will be streamed. So you'll be able to watch everybody play
I like that.
at least their first winners match, and then after that it will continue on as a regular tournament. So all of the winners matches will be on my stream, and then with commentary, and then the losers matches will be on Watts' stream with no commentary, but they will be recorded. So they will be.
So all the matches are going to be recorded in some way, shape, or form.
Correct.
That's really cool.
And I'm
like
guessing all of top 8 is going to be on your stream, right?
Yes.
Okay. And I haven't played. I mean, I don't remember. So it's. I'm guessing it's gonna be 3 out of 5, right? That's what Marvel was in the end, right? Like it was a 3 out of 5. Like,
yeah.
right? That's what, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I had to remember that one. So that, yeah, and then obviously we'll post the Eric stream and your stream too. I'm pretty sure we'll be spamming that either tomorrow and today or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, okay, yeah, I'm sorry, continue. Oh yeah.
It'll be 3 out of 5 the whole way. Not there's a newer rule in Marvel where they play, I think it's called Pasadena rules.
Okay, all right, I'm interested.
And I know before it was, I don't know if I can say his name, dude.
Is it that Baba Ganoush dude or something? Wait,
no,
Mr.
Snake.
Wizard? Who's?
Can I say Snake Tits, dude?
Snake Tits? Why wouldn't you be able to say Snake Tits? Did you do something
I
bad?
don't know, dude. Twitch, man.
Where do you think you are?
You're right. You're right. My bad. I'm not trying to be Joseph, dude.
I say, you know, unless you want to ban me for saying I get my back blown out and my butthole pushed, you know, I mean, yeah,
And the multiple MFC streams.
That's been a while. The Twitter one's meaning.
So,
There were 2 cocks on the screen in less than 2 months
It's
ago.
been a while. 2 months is a long time for me.
60 days, I guess, yeah.
Technically 1. You couldn't really see them when it was in her mouth. But anyway, go for it.
Anyway, yeah, they used to be called Snake Tits rules, but basically, if it was a 3-0, then that was the set. But if you're able to at least get 1 win, then you play 4 out of 7.
Tennis rules? That's a tennis rule, isn't it?
Is it a tennis rule?
You have to win by a certain amount or something. I mean, I'm looking at. I think that's like a tennis rule. Like you have to win by a certain amount or something. You have to be. If
yeah.
I think that is
1-1. You play to 4. But if it's 3-0,
I think that's a tennis rule. But no, that's cool. No, that's I didn't know that was a thing. So So, dude, Wednesday night fights and the Tampa Never Sleeps do that too? They implement that rule? Like that's a new that's like in the books.
I know Wednesday night fights is. Tampa Never Sleeps. I'm actually not 100%.
Okay. Very interesting. So I'm sorry, I know I interrupted you. So they're excuse me. So that rule's gonna be in this tournament.
That will not be the rule.
Okay. Well, good. I'm just joking.
Yeah, no, I was just explaining because people were asking too.
Oh, okay. Okay, fair.
But this whole tournament will be 3 out of 5, even winners, losers, and grand finals.
Good to hear.
So, and yeah, and then the bracket was made by Overlord Tong.
It's pre-made. Okay.
I saw the top secret bracket, dude. I know who's winning.
I know earlier you were saying that you also picked these people because of just just history and stuff, and like I've been looking at the pictures and even some of the things Eric made too. Like I feel like there are some funny stories in here. For me at least too, I can think of a couple scenarios.
Lot of funny stories through this. It's
but
really cool.
It's I'm excited. I can't wait. All right.
So Overlord Tong made the bracket, and but I will not be releasing the bracket until the day of.
Nice. Ooh. So,
but he has a buy, and I've seen the bracket.
Yeah. Gauln has a buy until the end.
He has the girl bracket.
No, he has.
Yeah, I already everybody. If you play me, I already won, dude. I've already won.
So are we gonna reveal the bracket like the morning or when the tournament starts and you open up your stream? Boom, there's the bracket.
I was thinking on stream.
Okay, awesome.
I was thinking.
So I like it because some people like. For me, it's a 50-50. I like it too, where it's like players know who they're gonna play and they get ready. But I also like it where it's like, here you go, motherfuckers. This is who you play. Like enjoy like the 5 like. Well, I guess the people who play last on the stream can like kind of like, all right, I'm playing Johnny, so this is what I do. But the people, it's like, fuck, man, I haven't played this asshole, blah blah blah. But no, I like that. I like that idea. Like I said, I like both ideas. I like putting a bracket out in advance so people know what to do. But I also like screwing people over too sometimes. Like, well, here's a bracket. You don't know who you're gonna play. Good luck, motherfuckers.
Yeah,
hell yeah.
I think that's kind of more of my idea too. I've always liked it personally where I didn't know the bracket, and I like just going, okay, this okay, here's the bracket, like who am I playing, because I feel like me personally, I don't start to overthink the matchup. Like
I think this is good for people practicing beforehand either, because you're not really thinking about that stuff. You're not thinking about who you need to play and who you need to do. You can just play whoever's available at the time. It seems a lot better for the practice sessions to not know either.
That's totally a good point. Thank you, Vince. I totally didn't do it.
Because then you have people avoiding each other, not playing each other. That seems like it would just be a fucking mess. So this seems like easily the best choice.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna add up next. I wasn't.
Nice.
Hell yeah. No, that's awesome.
So, yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty much it. Trying to look over my notes, but I think that's it.
Okay.
I mean, because regular tournament rules, I mean, yeah. Oh, if a pause happens, up to the players, they want to continue. If not, you have the option to take the game. Yeah, man, I don't know what else to say, dude. That's the tournament.
It's how you think it's gonna be, basically.
Yeah, hell yeah. Let's hear.
I'm really excited. I want to say, and just thank you for all the support. I hope you guys all like the graphics and everything, and big shouts to Watts. And I hope this. Oh, I kept saying it too on my stream. I guess final words on it is that as this tournament started to develop into what it is now, I really started to kind of take this kind of to my heart, and because of how much support has been given. Oh, and that's another thing too. We've had donations to the prize pot. The prize pot was originally at $100, which was provided by Tong originally to get the whole tournament started.
Thanks, Tong.
And we are now at a $300 prize pool.
Nice. Holy shit. Do you have a Matcherino set up?
No, we decided not to use a Matcherino.
Really?
We just wanted to do
prize
pool.
Okay, I feel like you
we
get
have,
so much
we
cash,
have
dude.
plans for
Future events.
Okay. And where a match arena will be implemented.
Damn, I think, dude, just let me know, man. If you want to do a last minute one, I'll make one. But I'm pretty sure you would. Damn.
Will you be accepting any other kind of donations for it? Not through Match Arena?
I mean, I guess directly to the prize pool, or if people just want to donate, I guess I can. I'll have to set up my PayPal, and I'll have a link on my Twitch. Or well, if you would like to donate to the tournament prize pool, please just send me a message, and I will give you my info, and you can donate directly.
All right, and I'm guessing the people commentating will bring that up once in a while, right?
Yeah, that or or if they want to just support, like if you just want to support through the stream, yeah, I'll figure it out. But mostly, if you're just looking, if you want to donate to me, you don't have to. Just save your money.
Of course.
If you want to donate to the prize pool, then please message me directly, or we'll figure out some way somehow before. And yeah, I think there was one other thing I was saying. Fuck. I forgot.
You're all good. All right, so I have a couple more before we get into the questions. I'm probably not gonna go through all the questions. I mean, there's not a lot anyway, but I'll probably skim through the ones that I think are important and relevant. Anyway, I think we kind of already answered this, but I'm just gonna go through this. So we did. So was there anyone you wanted in the tourney but couldn't make it, or just had a real hard time, or So I'm sorry, I'm gonna reword this. So was there anyone else that you wanted in the tournament but couldn't make it? And was there someone that actually you and Tong, like you what about this guy? But both of you guys kind of, disagreed or butted heads, and it kind of just like okay, whatever. He's not in the tournament. Well, you don't have to because that makes you sound like an asshole. But fuck it, you know what I mean? But I guess so. Is there anyone in the tournament that's like not in that you really wanted in, but besides Adrian, Earl, and Jay, was there anyone else that you were like? Any other ideas kind of came to the table that you got, I can't reword this. I know I'm retarded, but
is this like 18 questions or what's going on?
Yeah. Was there anyone else in the tournament that you would want in it, but they couldn't make it? I guess make a match.
I mean, the only one I think that I was really like, damn, I wish he would have made it was probably just Jay.
Okay.
And yeah, I'd probably say Jay was probably it.
Yeah.
That I was, of course we both wanted him, and then he couldn't make it. So, he couldn't get his laptop working, but he said he'll probably be there watching.
That's good enough sometimes.
Yeah. Excuse me. So this is just kind of want to laugh because it's funny. Was there anyone that hit you up? You don't have to say names, but was like, hey, like Leo, hey, I heard you got a tournament going on, or I should be really part of this tournament, or why is this guy in it? You don't have to say any names, but I've been, I've made, some.
You can decline to answer this question.
I've had tournaments where some people would always say stuff too, but I mean,
I've seen a lot of people do that for other ones as well.
But was there anyone, like did people hit you up or what?
There was I guess people that did hit me up.
People or persons?
I will not comment on that.
Oh, of course, but it's just always funny to me because I know that was my fit. That when you announced this tournament,
has been an invitational since that I've seen that people haven't tried.
Yeah,
to get
of course, man. No, that's why. Are you sure these votes are legit? Like that's my favorite one too, man. And every time we had those, like, oh man, the fan votes, man, those are so hard. But no, I mean, I know, I like I said, I've been around the scene for a long time, and I know there's people that no, they're good, but I know there's people that are gonna they're probably gonna take it to the heart, or just like they really think they're someone in the scene, or it's just always funny to me. Like I said, one of the things I was looking forward to is who are the people that are gonna get mad that they're not in the tournament, or who's gonna be mad that this person's in the tournament. But like I said, no names, whatever. But you answered it. But hell yeah.
But you have confirmed it was a thing.
All right. Yeah, there's definitely on both sides. People hitting me up
for
the tournament, and people upset
I'm upset. It's all good, man. That's what the FGC.
That means your tournament's good.
That means, yeah, exactly. That means you're you know, it's real.
More invested. That means that your tournament is absolutely gonna be good.
Hell yeah. Vince said it the best right there. You there, Will?
Yeah, man.
Okay, all right.
What is Will? Who is your top 3 for this tournament?
Oh yeah, you should ask us that. I mean, you obviously know the bracket, but that's a good question.
Okay, so my next question was I want to ask Vince and well, even you, Mike. You know, you're in the tournament too. We'll start with Will too. So yeah, so who is your? I don't even know what top. Let's say who are the top 3 players you want to see take it, or I mean, like, top 3 or do good, whatever.
Who is your realistic top 3, and who would you want top 3?
Oh, I like that. Ooh.
Okay. I assume everyone's been playing, or like.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I think realistic top 3. I'll say Rusty. Fuck, I don't know.
It's a tough question.
Certified. I want to say Uncle Matt too. He was sick.
There it is.
All right, no, that's hell yeah. Okay.
Okay, all right. I like those choices.
If you've been watching that guy play, that's not a bad choice.
Yeah.
And then I guess under like, who would you want though? And you're like, I hope these guys really take it.
Yeah.
Damn. It's more like a personal thing, but I want to say Gerald.
No, go for it. That's exactly hell yeah.
That's what the whole point of the second part of the question.
Yeah, Gerald, Johnny, and Watts.
No, beautiful. That's the whole part of this. Hell, that's awesome. Okay,
Very good choices.
Vince.
I can only speak to what I've seen over the past week or so of people playing. But if I had to put money down on this tournament for a top 3, I would put down Bruce, I would put down Peter, I would put down Mike. Those are the 3 that I would put money on if I had to guess the top 3 and do that. That's the top 3 I would pick right now.
Awesome.
In Magical Christmas Land, though, Gerald, Mike, and Pimpbot are getting top 3 in Magical Christmas Land.
So Mike is on your list twice?
Yes.
That's so bad.
That's correct.
Thanks, Vince. Hell yeah.
All right. Okay, so I guess we'll say Mike last because he's easiest. So if I had to pick realistically, from no grudges, you know, anything like that, any of these players, you know, Crisco, Rusty, and I'm looking at the pictures right now. Crisco, Rusty. If everyone's sucking Lord Peter's dick right now, saying that he's been playing in tournaments and you know, but I haven't. He's like one of the only people I haven't get to catch on not Joe's stream, Mike's stream.
As somebody who's watched those every time they've been on, the amount of things that are converted, the amount of situations that are recognized instantly when he plays is pretty high. That's why I picked it. But
Crisco, Rusty, and damn. Then again, it's Marvel though, man. Marvel, anything can fucking happen.
That's the thing, man. That's why none of these are bad picks. Anything could happen tomorrow. Tomorrow, 2 days. We're almost tomorrow.
We're almost tomorrow.
We're almost there.
I'm gonna say Ray, man. On it'll be Rusty first. I'll say it to you. Rusty first, Crisco second, and Ray third. And who in my heart would want to win would be Gerald, Pimpbot, and Richard. Because I think if Richard even gets top 3 or anything, does good in this tournament, people are gonna get mad, and that's what I want, and I know it. I would want that in regardless. But magical,
like I said, it means you're invested and you want to see something happen. That can be nothing but a good thing.
I don't know, man. That Magical Christmas Land though, because I see Dan's picture looking at me, you know, right now.
I know that it's tough to not say that, right?
And I want Mike to win because it's his tournament. And that'd be fucking, you know, that's always my favorite, dude. Fucking some like, you know, more like Shao Kahn and fucking Geese winning their own tournament and shit. But yeah, man, that's crazy. It's gonna be so sick, dude. All right, Mike, you're 3 or 6, I guess, because we're doing the 2. And me, Hudson.
Man, It's kind of hard. I think
Of course.
my realistic top 3 would be Bruce, Peter,
Mm-hmm.
and it's for reals. I mean, man,
Yeah.
I guess, man, do I include myself, dude? Like,
it's your decision. I mean, Vince
I mean,
put you into it.
in all honesty, I think it's a toss up.
Oh, okay, there it is.
I think Matt, Richard,
Ooh, okay.
and see that, like, because watching everybody play, because obviously, like, I've had that kind of like benefit, just having the server up, and I've been trying to get the server up. Like, I've been missing games too to make sure that everybody gets warmed up to the parsec. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to hold.
You don't want things going shitty the day of the tournament. That's like the last thing in the world you'd ever want.
Exactly, and just me in general, I don't want to hold it up for games. You know what I mean? I'd rather let everybody try and practice. You know what I mean? And not just hold it up. Like, not saying I'm gonna sit there and win all fucking day, but just in general, like, if I get 3, then all right, cool, here, switch. You know, play somebody else. Like, so we're all able to practice as much as possible. But so it's really a toss up. Matt, Richard, Crisco, and myself.
I like that. No, I really do like that. I honestly too like that you included Richard in it too. Because it's crazy. This tournament's gonna be fucking amazing, dude. Yeah, and then the Magical Christmas Land.
Magical Christmas Land, Watts, G3, and Dan.
That's awesome.
He is the president.
I think just even if I had a cause my Magical 3 or my Magical 3 I had 4, but yeah, I mean, I would really like to see Gerald, Pimp on and Watts. That'd be pretty cool. Just because, especially like 2 of them are, or I guess they're all TTF boys too. That'd be pretty cool. But just
even Johnny, like, I mean, Johnny.
Oh,
I guess
Johnny the TTF. Yeah, John. I don't know.
Magical Christmas Land too.
I don't know, man. Johnny was so good, but then I've been watching him play too, and like it's just, man, this is what we're talking about. It was just one of those like fucking like. Before this event was gonna happen, I think I was talking to Tong about it. Me and Tong were talking about how the prediction was, I think the first couple of matches are gonna be super sloppy, but then again, you have to take in fact that I'm pretty sure you like the people that they're gonna practice. There's no way these guys are not gonna practice, and even if the last person was announced and didn't know, you know what I mean, they still had time to fucking, you know what I mean, like practice up.
Yeah,
but
that's interrupt you. That was another thing too. Was as soon as we figured out the 16,
you told them right away?
Immediately started asking them, okay, and I got in contact with them right away to make sure to let them know, hey, start practicing. You know, I didn't have an official date at the time, but I honestly figured within a month this tournament was going to happen. And so, and then, you know, I talked to Tong about it, and then I got the date, and it was, you know, basically a month ago. You know, a month ago, it was on the 13th. We figured out. We said a month, and I figured that would be enough time to everybody, you know, get grinding. And it's still kind of more of a revival. You know, we haven't been playing consistently. Some have, obviously, but a lot of us haven't. So it's there might be some slop, but I will say that everybody has been practicing and everybody is definitely sharpening up. So I don't think we're gonna have as much slop.
Oh well, yeah. To the second part of that was that, like, I mean, it might be, like I said, the beginning will be sloppy, but in the end, it's gonna be like nothing ever changed. You know what I mean? It's like it's just everyone's gonna be on their A game and stuff.
Yeah. So, yeah, it should be a good time. Man.
Awesome. All right, let's see here. Okay, so man, I gotta take a piss, dude. I've been holding this in, but I'm having such a good time right now. I'm gonna just piss myself. Anyway, I think
you gotta do it, man.
This is like the last 2 I want to ask you, Mike. So is there? We kind of answered it, but you already answered it, I guess. So I was gonna ask you, is there a future for Marvel events? Maybe a weekly, a bi-weekly, a monthly deal you might get going on? And if you did do it, would it be part of the hot dog tournament or would it be your own thing?
So yeah, I mean, I'm not making any promises or anything. I mean, there are plans for future stuff, but I'm not gonna say it's gonna happen like immediately, or it might happen immediately. I can't really give you anything on that.
Yeah.
To be honest.
So stay tuned. The day of reckoning will come.
Yes, but yeah, and then if I was to do something, I would make it my own thing, and I would just run it, just yeah, I mean, I would still hope to be able to promote there if people wanted it or whatever, but I would just make it my own tournament, and that's that.
Oh, awesome! Yeah, no, that's what I want to know.
It's refreshing to hear.
Very refreshing. Where did my questions go? Okay.
Yeah, thanks for all the support too.
Oh no, dude. Yeah. What kind of fucking friend or TO would I be to not support an event in San Diego? You know what I mean? I'm sorry. Well, I guess the last one for your question. So about, because you are a big part of the hot dog circuit, even though I mean you haven't been around probably because you're getting ready for your own tournament. But I've noticed that you haven't been playing KI. And I want to know if it was work related. I'm pretty sure it's the Marvel event going on. But is there a plan to return to KI again, or because there's been a lot like the brackets. Unfortunately, the brackets that you're not in, like the last 3, it's been big numbers. You know what I mean? And I was just wondering if are you after this tournament, are you gonna like play again or what?
Yeah. I've really kind of been focusing everything on this Marvel tournament.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, of course.
But even before that, like I really hadn't been feeling KI. Like the last 2 glizzies that I did play in, I really just wasn't feeling it. And so, I figured, luckily it came out, or luckily, I guess the tournament came around, because then I just started full focusing on that. And even just like I was just doing the player cards or trying to think of ideas. Like I just really didn't feel like playing KI, and just, yeah, I mean, in all honesty, I just wasn't focused on it, to be honest. So I probably will make a comeback. I know they're getting like 8-man brackets now, which is really good to see.
Shout outs to Mexico for filling those brackets up every fucking week for the past 3 weeks, by the way. They're they're in there every time, man. It's really cool to see.
Yeah, the Mexico boys, I've seen the bracket, and then it's pretty funny because the people that are winning now are people that I just
don't be that guy, dude.
that I just enjoy watching a lot in the tournament, dude.
All
so
right. Hell yeah.
It's like I'm talking to Cody, dude.
Dude, I'm so sorry. I have to take a really, you know what I mean? I gotta take a piss, dude. I promise I'm not gonna take a shit. I'll be right back.
I'll see you in 40 minutes, dude.
All the doors locked.
I hope Justin's in there, dude, or Jake's hitting his balls again.
So how are you doing, Will?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm good. It's good to hear from you. I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, when are we gonna get into the stream, Will?
Diablo
stream.
I don't know, man. Probably. Well, I can't even.
Use your words.
I don't know.
I saw all the cool videos you were making before this, man. I'm looking forward to the next.
Yeah, yeah. What about the edits, dude?
That shit was sick.
I know. I lost. Writer's block.
Sounded like a G6, dude.
I think I had a good idea like last week, but
then you hopped in, dude.
I am kind of
with Diablo.
Yeah, I was a nutritious.
Awesome power space, man. Jesus Christ. All right, my
Cody
bad.
was back.
Oh.
All right. Woo. Sorry about that. Okay. So okay, KI thing to return. Will you still be part of the like helping them out and shit, or are you still gonna be doing the monthly Dragon Ball? Is monthly Dragon Ball Fighters gonna be a thing still, or is that gonna be more now? You know what, Marquise? I'm gonna pass you the torch.
Well, it's a tournament anyways, so.
Yeah, it's always in Marquise's tournament. I don't know what you guys are talking about. That guy made the challenge, dude. Yeah, I mean, we have one planned. The monthly's still planned for the 25th of this month, I believe.
Okay, nice.
So yeah, we still it's still a thing. I'm still, I guess, kind of helping him out, because I was helping with KI a bit, and then yeah, even like I said, even the last 2 weeks that I was playing in, I didn't really help commentator or kind of do the normal duties that I did, which was like organizing the bracket, and then if like when Team Mexico started coming, I tried to do my best to separate them. so that they wouldn't play each other later on. And so I just was like, I'm just really not feeling it. So
yeah, no, it happens, dude. Trust me, there are days where it's just like I wake up. I mean, we only do the podcast like once a month. It's like, dude, do I really want to do this? You know what I mean? But it's then the build up happens. You see people are excited for it, and it's like, you know what? I'll force myself to do it, and then in the end, like right now, I'm having a fucking awesome time. I'm like, shit, dude, I'm excited. It's the same with TTF. Sometimes I get off, or when I was working, it was like, dude, do I really want to fucking, I just had to deal with this parent, like almost beat up this fucking mom in the park. You know what I mean? It was like, it's just like, it's just so horrible, man.
Really
it's just, but then it's like you don't want to do it, but then you do it, and then you remember like, hell yeah, dude, it's fucking Friday and nickel. But yeah, no, I know. Trust me, I've been there. There's sometimes you have to, you got close doors down for like a day or two and be like, take care of yourself,
See ya, Money Pit, man.
See ya, Money Pit, yeah.
Oh yeah, good morning, dude.
Gotta take care of your mental health with a fucking cheeseburger and a fucking shake. You know what I mean? But
and of course harassment.
No, but yeah, I just think I would probably enjoy it more if I was in control. And
so you're on Marvel 3 tournament, got it.
Yeah, that's why I'm running a Marvel 3 tournament. But yeah, that's So that's Okay.
Maybe you should run it by them and see what they think.
Maybe we'll see.
Just also never forget that it's not hard to do it, man. Just like the first step is doing it, and then you will have support. I'm pretty sure if you want to do your own tournament, and I'm pretty sure someone would help you. Fuck, if you need help, I'll help you. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure they're not gonna be Jacob's gonna tell you to fuck off. Like, no, fuck that. You know what I mean? Well, I don't know. Maybe he will, but
you might be surprised. You might be surprised at the answer. You should give it a shot.
But I mean, no one's gonna fucking. I mean, I'm looking at their tournaments, the games they play. They're not gonna have a Marvel tournament. You know what I mean? Like, if anyone's gonna have a Marvel tournament, it's either gonna be run by you, me, or David. You know what I mean? Like the people that actually play that game. But I mean, they might make it into like a monthly, and have some weird rap music playing in the background and stuff. But hey, it's up. What the hell is this shit? But yeah, you know what I mean? I really feel like if anyone should run a Marvel 3 tournament, it should be you. And if you don't do it, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take it from you. But no.
Cody will do it, and we'll put a monopoly on the scene like we always have.
And I'll force Gerald to commentate with me, dude.
Danger Room too, man. I can't wait.
But yeah, hell yeah.
No, yeah. I mean, yeah. Like I said, I'm stoked with the support and everything and how this is turning out. And like I said, I can't thank everybody enough, because this is definitely way bigger than I thought it would ever be. And it's cool that everybody's hyped for it. And yeah, thank you.
No, dude, trust me. All right. Before we get into the questions, because there's not a lot of questions, and I'm gonna cut it off at Jesse's question, and I'm skipping some of these questions. Will, Vince, I'll start with Will off. Will, do you have any questions for Mike?
When is the tournament?
Well, you know what? That's a good tournament. Yeah, when is the tournament? Yeah.
It'll be this Saturday, March 13th, and it will start at 12 o'clock. There will be the regular stream. I'll probably do the pre-stream. It'll be up by 11:30, and then 12 o'clock we should be starting on the dot.
I forgot I had this ready too.
It'll be on my Twitch. It'll be the winners matches and top 8 and so on and so forth. It'll be on twitch.tv/Gauln, and losers matches will be on twitch.tv/WidleyWatts.
Is that WIDDLY?
Yes, Watts, one word.
Boom, right there. Awesome. And I'm pretty sure you're gonna be posting this all right anyway, like with the day of.
Yeah,
the day before.
I'll post again. I'll post up. Yeah. Day of, obviously, with links to what's going on.
I spelled it wrong, huh? Is that why you're laughing? Yeah, okay. Wait, did I spell it wrong? I did spell it wrong.
Yeah, the 2 D's.
The double D's, dude. Yeah. As soon as I pressed enter and I saw like Vince smiling, I'm like, God damn it.
I was trying for something else. It's something completely unrelated.
Okay. No,
it's fine.
Oh yeah, that's when the tournament is, brother. Saturday, March 13th at 12 o'clock p.m.
Okay.
All right. Anything else, Will?
Yeah, well, I'll just say I think it's really cool that you're organizing this, and
oh yeah,
I think I've been following it for a while actually in the scene, and I mean, I think it's gonna be awesome, dude, and I'm glad you and Tong are organizing it, and I think it'll be really cool.
Thank you, Will. Seriously.
Awesome, hell yeah. All right, Vince, do you have any questions for Mike?
No, it's just gonna echo the statements. I can't wait to see what's happening in this tournament. It's super cool that it's happening at all. Hope everything goes well, and I'm looking forward to not having to mute the commentary when I watch it. That's gonna be awesome. I like the people you picked, and I like that I'm probably not gonna get any work done on Saturday while I watch this
I
tournament.
forgot that you were. What time do you get off? You get off like at 6 or some shit, right?
5:15. So I mean, I'll be able to catch some of it. I think unless it gets run super smooth, but I'll be able to catch at least some of it when I get home. If not, I'm gonna go back and I will watch the whole thing, and I will watch the off-stream matches so we can talk about it next week.
Oh, good point. Will there, man? Okay, so you said that right now. I was like, man. Okay, never mind. I'll tell you. I'll talk to you later about it. Anyway,
we might need to change some things. Yes, I understand.
Yeah. Fuck. What was I gonna say? God damn it.
Sex with men.
No, well, that's always. That's never off the mind, man. God damn it. Well, anyway, was it? I guess before we start to questions for, do you have any questions for us, Mike, Will, me, or Vince?
No, I mean, not that I can think. Who will go out first round? Yeah, who do you got? Oh man, that's kind of mean. I was like, who do you think is gonna go 2 and out, dude?
Like on a date?
That question, dude.
Yeah, we're taking out on a date.
It's all good. So, I guess what I was thinking is, would you like to be? I'm gonna say right now, if we had another podcast, would you be a guest after any podcast after the event, talking about it?
Would I want it? Wait, one more time?
I'm sorry. So after the tournament, sometime in the future after the tournament, would you want to be on the podcast again to talk about the event and everything?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Pretty much a rundown. All right, that's what pretty much I was. But it won't be next week because next week something's happening. All right, awesome. So let's get into the questions. Dude, we're on time, longer than an hour, so I'm happy with that. Fuck yeah. Anyway, so first question. Okay, well, I mean, actually, this is not that bad. Did you guys watch the 10v10 on Level Up channel for T7? What did you guys think of that? Well, I mean, I'll answer that question honestly. I haven't been paying attention to Wednesday night fights as much as I used to. At least for the last 2 weeks, I've been playing in the hot dog tournament. But I do keep up with Twitter. The results are pretty crazy, I think, for at least for like Street Fighter and other games, because like I said, they're online tournaments, so you're always gonna get like the top 8 with some crazy, like, I mean, the other day, like 2 or like the first season 5 one, right? The Ryu guy, you know, Alex Valley probably was him, but that shit like that. But I mean, it looks like it's been like the Mario Brother guys like getting top and shit. But it's always funny to see some random, you know, it's just like, oh, that guy's there. But with Tekken, like, you know, we talked about it last week actually too, about like the online play. But yeah, Tekken's crazy. But I did not watch the Tekken the matches, but I did see the results, and looking at the results and the players, I can agree that those guys were gonna win. I did like who the mystery players were. That shit cracked me up because the mystery players were Bronson and Tasty Steve, and something funny happened.
That's basically all I have to say about it. Also, is I didn't find out about it until later on when you told me, and it's cool that it happened. It's just very hard for me to get invested in
of course,
any of these events right now, especially knowing how they have to play it. It's just it's super hard.
But then I didn't know that they took a break too from the tournament. It was actually just based on that, and that was pretty cool. The players and all the players on there, from like the results they're putting in, I think they're doing a good job. I mean, I don't really see like some of the players getting top 8 and shit, but those are all noticeable players that are really good at what they do. I totally forgot about how like people like Avery was. If you don't know the lore, Avery was last pick, dude. No one picked Avery until the end, dude.
Yep.
And that shit always reminds me of when they have like the NBA, when Charles Barkley picks his number 1, when they had like an all-star dream draft, and he picked Iverson, and I think he's like, not Michael Jordan at his prime, and that reminds me that like, you know, everyone like, once they said, you know, Avery's last, everyone's like, what the fuck, he's in here? Like, damn, dude. And pretty much everyone's saying that he got like butthurt. I was like, damn, that sucks. But he won his match, man.
He sure did.
But yeah, that shit was funny. But hell yeah. Yeah, it's tough to watch online events, man, but it's
very hard unless it's like really interesting, or if you know that people can play their best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
when I have time, I do watch it, man. But like I said, the last 2 weeks I've been invested in playing like Plus R and shit. All right, who do I contact for payment?
You gotta ask Alex Myers about that one.
Yep. And
I'll say you have to contact me for payment.
when will when will we reclaim the Japanese room? My goal for you guys at least is not even before the house opens up. It's before I find a new job that I'm gonna clear that room out and I'll send pictures and shit. Cause like I got
that is my favorite room in the house to play in, like by far. There's been a lot of really funny things that have happened.
And believe it or not, there's a lot of that was probably my favorite room to be in as a kid too, because that room was really cool. That's pretty much the room that had like the Sega and everything in it, and it had a lot of cool shit from Japan. And I broke my toe in that room twice.
I didn't know any of that lore, so that's
yeah. Cool. If you guys want to know a little lore of Cody, I've only broken 2 bones in my body, and it's the same big toe. The first time I broke it, I don't know if you guys remember that like shitty VHS, the Mortal Kombat, like the 3D fighter one, like it was like a 3D animation on Mortal Kombat.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah, I was watching that shit, and like me and my homie were pretending to fight, and I kicked the shit out of this table, and I broke my toe. And then the second time I broke my toe was I was playing basketball without shoes. I was playing basketball without shoes. I won the game of 21, but I broke the toe again.
But at what cost?
I fucked my cousins up, but at what cost, dude? Oh, but yeah, no, that room, there's a lot of good memories in that room, and even before when that's a cool room. But yeah, I mean, you know what? I want to ask you guys this too, a question. So, in Magical Christmas Land, hopefully the future of TTF, what would you want the layout to be in the house? So, I mean, besides leaving our rooms alone, you know what I mean? Like, would you want the, you know what I mean? Like how would you like, I don't know, like anime kitchen or Tekken front room, Street Fighter in the cold in the backyard, you know what I mean? Like, cause I think about stuff like this, like what if like, you know, Strive does open, like become big and we open up again? Like there's no way we're all gonna fit in the kitchen and blah blah blah. But Mike, I guess like what would you like have a layout? What would you like to see in the future at the house, man?
That's actually really tough. I mean,
yeah, we're just talking about that
because it's like you know, having Tekken in the front room, just having more stations in the front room is always really cool. Because it obviously, you know, showed more about the house, or newer people walking in, you know, they can already see that there's games immediately out front, so no reason to be scared. But I mean, I guess in terms of I mean, I don't know. I've always liked how it's been. Of course, you have the anime kitchen, and even if Stride blows up, right? I still feel like you'll still have the anime kitchen, but then you're still gonna have, you know, like the fireplace is probably gonna be a Strive setup, or the next setup next to the anime kitchen. Like it's all gonna mesh, and that's what I've always enjoyed about being at TTF is walking in and seeing each station, each different game being played, and you know, people were talking about like it. I don't know. That's something I've always liked, because I've always liked it with when all the communities mesh. You know what I mean? Because I'm friends with everybody. I enjoy talking to everybody, and so always seeing that. I mean, whatever it can be, as long as it's a mixture of whatever everybody wants to play, then I'm cool with it. In all honesty, like Stride blows up, cool. Street Fighter 5 still there, cool. Third Strike's outside on a CRT with KOF 13 right next to it, fucking cool. You know what I mean? Marvel 3 somewhere, you know, cool. Or Street Fighter 4, cool. Like whatever it may be, like if it's at the house, you know, and there's room for it, then you know, cool, man. Yeah. And all rooms available, I guess. You know, use every space that we can to make sure we can keep playing games.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Okay. I don't know. I wouldn't ask Vince that, because Vince, I know Vince likes the front room a lot. I don't know. I always think about like what I want to do, like when I do get the money, or when like the dream does happen. Because I do have like my main goal in the end is to actually focus 100% on TTF, and like, you know, let our room, you know, the real rooms be real rooms, and just everything else like damn, like a nice, just a full blown like an arcade. Like it's not an arcade, but I mean just, you know, just dedicated. Like the 3 rooms are, even the backyard, are all dedicated to TTF type of deal. But yeah, that's something I'd want. Even the garage is big, man. People don't notice, but that
I've seen all the stuff that's in there, but
Yeah.
I've never been in there myself.
That garage has a lot of space, and like Vince said, it's free to throw trash away, man. So, and dead bodies. Anyway, okay.
5 to the house, 5 to the trash.
Will fucking Jed, I like this question because me and Javi were talking about this earlier. Which munchie meal do you guys get from Jack in the Box? I'll answer that real quick, dude. I always get the same one, and I know it's gonna be shitty, but I end up eating it, and I always tell myself that it's gonna be better. But I always get that like weird, like spicy nacho jalapeno burger, and for some reason, the combination sounds good, but when you eat it, it's like this tastes like shit.
The reality is not the same. I've heard this story a lot of times,
but
and it's
I
always
fucking get it, and I always think it's gonna be good, and I always fucking just have to take a shit. But like it's like it was like a little bit of like but 20% of my brain's like it was good, and like the 80% is like man fuck this guy. But then in the end, the 20% wins. You know what I mean? Like, cause I look at the menu. I mean, I had everything on there. I like the biscuit chicken, the tater one, but for some reason, I always shift to that fucking nacho cheese jalapeno chicken one, man. Cause like I said, it's in reality it sounds good, but like honestly, I take a bite and like it just mixture of the it's not there. Oh yeah. Will?
I don't know what it's called. But isn't there one where it's like the fries? It has like this French.
I know they have like the double stuff. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's part. It's like the ranch and the sriracha and then like the bacon bits and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's either that one and the one Leo Meyer said in chat.
The loaded fries. No, the sriracha curly fry burger.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That
Vince?
was pretty good. Chicken tater melt, no ranch.
Do they add ranch in that originally?
Yes, it has ranch.
I thought it was like gravy, right?
And it has the jizzy cheese sauce. If you get it without the ranch, I feel like it's definitely good. I've eaten it with it too, but if they're on their game, I can get it without it.
I'll try it out next time then. No, I didn't know that. Okay. Mike.
I'm gonna break everyone's heart right now, man.
You don't like Jack in the Box?
Get the disconnect button ready, dude.
Yeah, I have not ordered a munchie meal before.
Really? That's really
not once.
Not once, dude.
Like, is it because you just not like you have a set like a go-to already, or is it because like you're never up that late? Well, I mean, we're all up that late, but I mean,
up that late. I just already have it, and
yeah,
I a lot of it just doesn't like. I'm a super picky eater, so like a lot of that stuff, I'm like, you know what, dude, I'm just gonna go with what I like, and you know, that's pretty much it, dude.
The jumbo jack with the 2 tacos, man. The PH special, dude.
Yep.
Dude, I used to get in high school. My special was I would get 2 breakfast jacks.
Yeah.
A large order of curly fries and a large Oreo shake.
Oh yeah. I just remember that because when we were like high school and kids, you know, walk home and with Dre and everyone was just like that was the cheapest things, man. Like the jumbo jack and the fucking 2 tacos, man. And that shit was.
It's a poverty meal, man. It's good shit.
And the water cup with soda in it.
Yeah. You won't find that shit on the menu, but yeah, it's good.
Hell yeah. Okay. Oh, Mike, do you put pants on first or socks? All right. So, as a kid, I was taught to put my socks on first, then my pants, because you know at the time when I was wearing jeans, I found out, you know, one time I told my mom I'm gonna do what I want, and it was really hard to put socks on when my jeans wouldn't roll up for some reason. You know, it was just really complicated. I just felt like it was always easier to put your socks on than your jeans, but yeah.
All right.
Same, but I was never taught that. I don't know. I just kind of did
it. Vince,
by design.
Dude, you gotta put the socks on before you put the pants on. This is not dog. Dude. You put the fucking socks on, and then you put your pants on. That's it. That's how it works.
Because then, yeah.
Mike,
yeah.
I put pants on first, dude.
Is there a reason why?
I just
because you're thin, you can actually put pants on without like breathing hard, struggling. Is that why? What's it like to live on that side, dude? Is it cool?
I mean, shorts is whatever, because you know it's not hard.
Yeah, man, pants first, dude. I'm sorry.
Shoes first.
Oh man, fuck me. All right.
See, Leo Meyer knows. Thanks, dude.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll ask a question. Were you guys top to button up from the bottom or the top? I was top from the start with the bottom when we work our way to the top.
Button up, dude. It's
okay.
That's what they're called.
Well, I have
Button
people that yeah, but I know people that start from the top to the bottom.
Oh.
bottom.
They're just asking for disaster, dude. You can't see like that, dude.
Mike is smiling over there. What's going on, dude?
I'm trying to think about it, dude.
Have you ever worn a button-up shirt before?
A Hawaiian shirt, dude.
I don't think so. I mean, it all depends, dude. Sometimes I go bottom, sometimes I go top, dude. Sometimes you go astronaut, dude.
All right. Pimbot. Will Mike ever be honest and admit that he's an anime player?
Pass.
Got it. No. Luke, has anyone seen my cock ring? I've been looking everywhere. I found your butt plug that you and Joseph share. So if you want that back, I got you, bro.
It's at TTF.
It's at TTF, man. Somewhere right there. What animes have you been watching? I've been watching anime again. Have you guys been I guess real quick, reading or watching anything, Vince, lately?
I don't think I'm ever gonna really watch another anime like ever again. Like in my life, it's like there's no reason to.
So what was the last?
I did say that, and then Dragon Ball Super came out.
Yeah, that's true. Okay,
it's highly unlikely that I do that ever again.
Besides Dragon Ball Super, what was like the last anime you put your time in? Like fucking Rurouni Kenshin or something?
Gungrave, I think, was the last thing that I ever watched.
Oh, good fucking great, dude.
Is there a reason why, or it was just like it's easier to read? Like these the shit.
I don't like watching things in general. Like I'm sure some of you know that already, but I feel like you telling me how much time something's gonna take, that shit ain't for me. I want to be able to read and enjoy the content at my own pace. So if it's in like a visual format like that, like I fuck with the reading. Like I'm not trying to watch this shit for 30 minutes where they don't do anything. Like that shit ain't me. Like I'm not about it.
So do you this is what I do. I'm asking you. So when there's like a cool fight, let's say like in One Piece that interests you, do you go back on YouTube and watch that fight if it's animated? Or do you
That is the one time where I will do that. Is if something I feel like would be really cool animated, like the King Punch in One Piece, things like that. I would go back.
Did you watch Roger? Did you watch Roger versus a Whitebeard, young Roger and Whitebeard? Don't want to do that. Then just fucking Odin just getting blows back.
I'm not trying to watch the whole fucking episode.
Oh no, of course.
No, I will watch things like that. I will go back and do
all the Dressrosa fights were worth watching, though. That's all I gotta say to you, man. Okay,
they were very cool.
All right, before we get into, anyway, I'm sorry. Okay, cool. Do you still read so are you reading Attack on Titan still?
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay.
I can't wait for that to be over.
Yeah.
But yes, I am.
So I'm guessing from what I'm hearing from you, Attack, My Hero, and One Piece are the big three you're reading?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
And I want to, now that Demon Slayer's done, I want to go back and read the whole thing.
And Berserk whenever it comes out?
Yeah, but
I mean well, I've heard the last chapter is delivered though, right? Like everything's delivering, right?
Yeah. They're never bad, but they just don't come out like in any kind of consistent schedule.
Okay, all right, awesome. Will, have you do you watch have you been watching any anime, or do you watch anime or read anything?
It's pretty sporadic. The last anime I started watching was My Hero.
Nice. Oh, cool.
And I did think it was pretty cool, but I just stopped watching. I don't know. It just happens.
No, I know. I've been there too, man.
And the only anime I've ever read was, or manga I've ever started to read was Attack on Titan.
Man.
But that's been a while. That's been even longer than I stopped reading that.
Well, it'll probably blow. Well, I mean, you probably are missing something, and you'll probably just. Oh man, damn. All right, right on. Mike.
Good question.
The last anime I watched was Digimon.
Okay.
Season 1.
Nice. And
that was really cool.
Oh yeah. Do you read anything or?
No, I don't. No.
Do you not? Really. Do you not read Super? Dragon
no,
Ball Super?
I don't.
Okay.
I honestly would rather wait for the anime.
Well, I hope they do animate it, because the last arc was really cool, and this arc coming up is pretty interesting.
I hope they do that last fight a little different when they do the anime, but yeah, for the most part, I was very happy with that.
You don't want his giant face? I mean, yeah.
I'm just saying, man, that shit is kind of whack, but I mean, it's cool.
Yeah, I just want to see.
The rest of the arc was fantastic.
I mean, there's obviously gonna be like a lot of cool scenes that I want to see animated, like when he all the cool finger guns, and anyway, yeah, hell yeah, cool. That's a good question. Well, I've been on that trip too, so I started watching anime again, but I still need to finish shit too. Like I still need to finish Kengan, and I still need to finish Kill la Kill. But I did end up watching other one. I caught up with the Jujutsu Kaisen. That's brand new, and that shit blows my mind, man. That shit's crazy. And I started watching Dororo, which is it kept popping up, and that shit is really cool too. If you have Amazon Prime, it's worth it. And even my mom knew what that was, because I guess it was an old comic like in the fucking when she was a kid, and I guess they pretty much, you know, they remade it, which is pretty insane. So it's one of those, if you look at the art from now, like the anime from now, from like the fucking 60s or 50s to like the one that came out like last month, it's fucking it's a glow up, and it's crazy that it's the same story. And then I was thinking like, damn, like they were thinking like this back in the day too, you know what I mean? Like this was a fucked up story, man. It's pretty sick, dude. It's just like, I don't know, I like it a lot. I mean, I think I think there's a manga, and I think it's worth the read, because it's a short read, I think, too, because there's only like one season, and it's pretty straight point. It's really fucking sick, man. Like, I don't know, it's crazy. I like it. But I think those are the two I've been watching, and I've been also just like, you know, I'm asking for it since I'm like on that trip, and plus I don't have a lot to do like right now. I'm just trying to watch whatever, because there's a lot of cool shit, man. Like I want to watch My Hero. I should actually like catch up with it too, because I'm still he just cleaned up the beach, man. That's why I'm still there, dude. Cleaned up the beach. Right. Yeah, no, I'm right in the beginning still.
There's a lot of cool things that has happened these last few arcs. It's totally worth it. If you're gonna get into it, I would
trust me, it's on top of my list, man. Because I don't. There's every day I watch like a clip or something on Facebook or a fight, and like this is like the coolest thing ever. Or I don't know if it was the movie, but whatever. It was cool, man.
The movie was really good too.
Is that the one where I don't know their names, but Deku and the bomb guy team up to fight that one? I guess his name is Nine or something. It's something like that's okay. That was really cool. Does that song really play, like that slow sad song?
Yeah, it's really cool.
Shit, I thought it did. All right, yeah.
Even if you have no investment in the series at all, it's still a good movie. It's
no, cool. Dude, that's every almost animated movie, man.
Thanks to Crockett for taking me on a date to go see that movie. That was really cool.
All right. I think is My Hero worth it? I think it is. I don't even read it, and like just reading the characters and the story, a lot of the characters are sick, man. That's what I gotta say. It's basically a comic book, but Japanese form. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's really cool. Anyway, that's a good question. Did Will get a new job yet? That was Pimpbot. You can pass. I don't mind.
Well, actually,
There you go.
did yeah, actually, I should be hopefully starting within a week or two.
Is it with the trucking and stuff? Like, because I think the last time we talked, it was like something with your uncle, right?
Yeah, well, this guy my uncle used to work for.
Okay.
And it's been this whole process, because the company he works for, it's like they wanted me to do like a refresher course, because I haven't driven in a couple months. And so that was like a whole thing we had to do, and I had to go to like a truck driving school and like drive for a couple days.
Damn, you had to do that shit again? That sucks.
Yeah, it was fucking. I mean, it was easy.
Did it make you do the test again, where you had to like back up and shit, or was it just basic stuff?
No, I didn't have to do the test. I just had to do, like, I had to pretty much do what the students were doing.
Yeah. Just drive around the lot and don't hit a cone, right? Like.
Yeah, no, exactly. And after
Fair enough.
After like 2 or 3 times, they were like, "Dude, you're good. You can drive, whatever." Good. But that was like last week I finished it, and
okay.
Yeah, and then they started finally like processing my application. So.
Nice. Oh yeah, awesome.
But
I hope you get it, man.
Yeah, hopefully within a week or two.
All right, Josh coming through. Question. If you guys could pick any older RPG game to get the FF7 remake treatment, which one would it be? Damn, that's a good question. The first thing that comes to my mind is Chrono Trigger, and if not Chrono Trigger, Chrono Cross. But Chrono Trigger 100% should get that glow up, because that's the only game that thinks. I'm not gonna say FF8 or like FF3 or whatever, blah blah. I need to beat Chrono Cross first. But no, I think
Chrono. See that game get killed on 2 different streams, man.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Chrono Trigger is a game that should, I mean, or FF3 or 4, but I mean, Chrono Trigger is really good. I like that one a lot. That game's cool. Like, and thank God for Dre, because Dre was the one that, like, him and Marv, like when I was little, got me on that shit. Vince.
You know, I mean, obviously Chrono Trigger is the one that everybody's gonna say, so I'll pick a different one. Golden Sun.
Oh, dude.
That's one of the few RPGs that I've played start to finish, and I'm not an RPG guy at all. And, I would like to see that game get it.
Game Boy Advance, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that game was cool. That game was really cool.
It was a very cool game.
No, I had like you collect summons like those balls and shit, right? And all like the
you collect the gins, and that's how you get the summon.
Hell yeah, that game was cool. Hell yeah, there were
Very
two.
cool
Were there two of them?
There were two.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, Golden Sun. Man, Game Boy Advance was a cool system,
It's
man.
one of my favorite consoles that I've ever owned, for sure.
Yeah.
I guess it's a handheld technically, but yeah, you get the point.
Yeah. Will?
What was the stipulation?
If you can pick any RPG, like an older RPG game, to get like the FF7 remake treatment, what would it be?
I mean,
Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, got it.
I don't know. Well,
that was a bad game, by the way. So.
Thank you, Watts.
I don't know if this game counts as RPG.
Oh, fuck it, man.
Because action RPG. Yeah, Illusion of Gaia on Super Nintendo.
I think Dre was actually playing that, man. Is that when you're like the no, it's not. He's not playing that.
Look that up.
But is that when you're like the little angel thing and you're flying around?
No, you're like this guy, and you're like doing a quest, and
This game looks cool, dude.
dude, it's fucking sick. And there's different characters you meet, and like depending on like the level, you can like pick those characters, and they have like a different forms and shit.
Oh, this most definitely is RPG
level.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's like
this shit looks really cool.
That's like one of the games I had on Super Nintendo randomly, and I like really liked that game.
Nice, hell yeah. Mike.
Chrono Trigger for sure. Golden Sun was also a really good pick, dude. That's a really good,
a really cool game.
Yeah.
If you have access to an emulator and you haven't played it, I'd give it a shot.
Definitely. But I would then have to go with Tactics somehow.
Oh yeah, dude. A lot of people want that. Yeah.
I wonder how that would work, but that would be really cool.
Yeah, I'm not sure how it would, but just to be able to see the story, like see the scenes themselves, like would be so fucking godlike, dude.
Dude, and they put fucking Cloud and Aerith in it from fucking remake.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy Tactics featuring Cloud and Aerith from the remake. Like what?
From the Devil May Cry series.
Yeah. Tony Hawk. Yeah. If you could pick any two XXX Scarlets or OnlyFans women to make your perfect menage or trios with, who you taking, boys? I like that. We haven't had a question. Damn, this reminds me of the Bang Bus scenarios.
That's a classic podcast question.
Yeah. I don't want to go first because the Hot or Not's probably right. Anyway, Vince, that's on the spot, man. I'm assuming at least one or two of us read this, but does anyone have does anyone want to go? Does anyone have like two like off the bat?
Pick two, right?
Yeah.
Cody Bryant and Mariah Mills.
That's my two. That's a lot of meat, man. That's a lot of boobies, dude. That's badass, dude. But
off the top of my head, without too much thinking, and it's obviously the correct answer, that's my two.
I like that. Damn. Like a refresher of what I'm gonna watch before I go to bed, dude. Dude, the Mariah Mills scene when she's buying the bikini, dude, like in that shop, man, that is like that scene in the Luau one, dude.
That one's good, and the Cody Bryant where she tries the outfit one's on.
Dude, that one's really that one's good, exactly. And then the softball. All right, I'm getting woof. Can't wait for this podcast in. And anyway, Will. Dude, I'm sorry, but yeah, dude, those are like two. I'm sorry, Will. When you think about two, those are like white girl, like Black Valley girls, man. Jesus Christ, that's a real that's a segment on the site too. You know what I mean? That's insane. Damn, I love the podcast. Anyway, Will.
I don't know. This is hard.
No, it really is, especially if you don't. That's why it's funny because today I thought of I remember who my bitch con was supposed to be from last week, and I wrote it down, and I actually took my time for the hot or not and shit. But yeah,
very
sorry.
Nice.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know.
Honey X Milk.
Dude. Oh. R.I.P. man. That's a blow. Hobby. Damn it. I would say I don't know, man. I can't pass. Line.
Oh, all right. I got no. You're good. You're good. It's a tough. It's a tough question if you don't know. If you can't, you know what I mean? Like
I don't. It's like I don't really.
You don't watch porn anymore?
Well, I do, but it's just
Give
like
it up for Lent, dude.
I'm not. I'm into more like homegrown stuff. I don't really know any major actresses these days.
What do you mean homegirl? Like when we were kids, like the Layla, like the the pre-op Layla. I don't remember her name anymore.
I think he's trying to say he likes the amateur stuff.
Yeah, no, that's perfectly fine, dude.
Amateur.
That's why the OnlyFans was part of the equation.
That's perfect. 'Cause a lot of these big ups were amateurs. That start Layla Star. Yeah, that was who I was thinking of. You know what I mean? No, that's a perfect. Yeah, go for it, man. Fuck, we might even know some of them, man.
Yeah, Ark and Love, got it.
Dude, yeah.
I'll probably fight you.
I found
pre-op.
Yeah, that's another good one.
I don't know. Well, I always like Alicia Starr. And,
oh yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, dude.
Is that it?
Alicia Starr.
No, you're good, man. Cause yeah, the homegrown and.
I'll get back to you.
Yeah, you're good, man. Mike.
Next time.
Next time. See you next week, man.
I mean, I'm trying to find the name of one. Because
gotta make sure your phone's turned down too, man. You know, sometimes I open the internet in the store. I'm like, whoops, that thing's still playing.
Because I mean, I'm not like always on it, you know. But I have to agree with Will. You know, with the amateur stuff, that's always pretty good. But I don't know any names either, you know.
You're good, man.
But there's always, you know, I guess an early preview of my Hot or Not. One actress, you know, legitimate film actress that I've always followed is Natasha Nice.
Nice.
Time to do some Google foo real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, you let me know.
I know why you said that, Crisco. You know what we're talking about, you piece of shit. You're gonna hear everyone typing.
I'm about it, dude.
Everybody got real quiet, dude.
Very nice. All right.
It's all business here.
Nice, naughty, and everything in between. All right. California, USA. All right.
So I'll go with that. You know, I hope that is an acceptable answer.
Was that two? I'm sorry.
What you need to?
It was one, but I mean, I don't know. Hold on, let me see if I can. I don't know her name, you know, but she was on a certain site, dude. I guess I should.
Thought Hub.
Yeah, totally on Thought Hub, dude. You know, she's on this one of these casting couches, you know.
Nice.
And I think her name is I think it's like Crystal or something like that.
Okay, and it's just Crystal, huh? Like she doesn't have like a last name or anything.
Yeah, I'm honestly trying to.
It's all good, man. If you find a pic of it, just post it later. I'll understand, man. That's a tough question, man. What you got yours, Will? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I got my second one.
There you go.
Sabrina Nicole.
All right, okay.
Nice. Their videos floating, man.
Because I've seen her IRL.
Dude,
she's pretty hot.
Never forget, man.
She's fucking well, yeah. Never forget that. But she's really pretty, man. She's hot, dude. But
good choice.
But then again, in that elevator, you know, was that just me and you, Vince? Besides Chet and, but it was just me and you, right?
I think so.
Yeah. If you guys don't know the story, I forgot. It was either SCR. It was some tournament. J-Flo. Yeah, J-Flo was in there too. Yeah, no shit, because it was always me.
One person that's actually reliable to tell the story. Yeah, you won't believe us, but believe J-Flo.
Yeah, that too. But damn, I miss, dude. I always like bringing it up too. I miss those tournaments where it was just like, you know, me, Vince, and J-Flo always going to like, you know, some shitty like not even shitty, like a SoCal like major, and then C-Dubs was always just like, hey, I'm down to go. It's like, holy shit, hell yeah, man. But no, man. Yeah. So the story is like we get to the hotel, and then in the elevator, you know, Chet's like, oh, can you leave it? You know, if you guys know Bushido Brown, he's like, oh, leave that open. It's all right. And then, you know, it's his girl. And these are all cosplay honeys. So it's Chet's girl, fucking Minda Ash, and Sabrina Nicole. And these are like, damn, these are like They're pretty, man. But the hot or not though was Chet, man. Chet was the hottest dude in that, hottest person in that elevator, dude. And then every time like we bring that up, or he sees that on Twitter, he knows what the fuck we're talking about, dude. He's always smiling or liking it, dude. But oh man, C-dubs, dude. The candy, falling asleep with the candy.
Yeah, that guy fell asleep eating candy. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah, hell yeah. Dude, no, that was fun. And if you're asking me this question, damn, dude, because I'm not gonna lie, dude, I'm probably up there with, man, OnlyFans is a horrible thing.
It is.
And if they have free, like, if they do, just click on, because Serena Nicole's OnlyFans is free. You show some shit, dude. That's tough, man. That's a tough question, because you guys were talking about the old school. The other day, I saw like people might think she has a horse face, but the Rachel Starr, dude, she had like a old video, and she was really pretty. I know she has the long face, but the Rachel Starr, like the Mommy Knows Best video. Good to me, man. Fucking, I just was scrolling through, the Gianna Michaels popped up, man, like one of the OG ones, man. Fucking Avina Lee, all of them. Damn. I don't know if you guys know, but what's her name? Nikki from like Bang Bro. She only had 2 scenes on there, but she was pretty. But if I had to pick, dude, honestly, 2, Kissing High has to be one.
Excellent choice.
Kissing High, it's gonna be like a fight between, like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, man. Some people might hate me for probably a lot of cosplay girls might hate me, but I'm gonna have to pick like Momokun.
I'm not gonna.
It's like a toss up between that and I don't know, man. But for sure, Kissing High's on there 100%, dude. It's toss up between Momokun and Sulani. You know what I mean? No, but I mean that's a tough. I like that question. I know it's funny how Charles. Fuck that. That's a legit question, Josh. And that question,
that's a legit question.
That used to be the go-to, man.
Question. Yeah.
I mean,
I have a totally safe for work picture, dude.
No, go for it, man.
Where should I post it, dude?
You can post it in the chat. Is Joseph in here? I might not get banned if Joseph.
Oh wait, but how do I? Dude, don't tell me. I don't know how to upload stuff, dude.
Don't worry about it. Just post it.
Just put in the Discord chat.
But yeah, I don't know, man. But anywhere you want, the hot or not section.
Hot or not?
That works. Yeah. There's a dedicated place for it.
But yeah, before we move on though. But yeah, man, it's like a Marvel, dude. You can have a team. What Marvel team do you pick, man? And there's a lot of good characters on that roster. You know what I mean? Fuck, dude. I remember. I can't keep saying it, but it's just fucking. Yeah, man. I remember like a kid, I'm not kid or teenager, was just like, yup, Mr. Choose, man. Tia Tanaka and fucking Kehlani Lay have a video, man. Like that's hype as fuck, dude. The old school chick trying to teach a youngin', you know what I mean? And shouts to Daisy Marie, man. She's making a pretty good comeback, man. I can go on all about it, man. Violet Myers also. Shouts to Violet Myers. Anyway, let's get it. Oof. Mariah Mills, though. Mariah Mills, man. Jesus Christ.
And Cody Bryant, dude.
And Cody Bryant, dude. Cody Bryant is one of the key factors to a day, y'all. Not a lot of people know. Yeah, if you know, you know. All right, we can go on them. Okay, that was a good question, Josh. Crockett. I like Crockett's questions. I didn't read it yet. If and when TTF comes back, would you consider a Fab 5 for each major at the house? Like people would get to challenge them for their spots like people would get to challenge them for their spots, or people within the top 5 would challenge each of their rankings. Ooh, so what are you talking about? Like when the house opens up, I declare these 5 people the gods of Tekken, blah blah blah, and then but people have the right to challenge them for their spot. One of those things. Is that what you're thinking about? If you're in here. I know you don't have work tomorrow. I would, man. People would get butthurt, dude. But yes, I mean, because I remember if the first time I heard the Fab 5 was with SCT Markman during Tekken 5. I'm pretty sure 100% that's what you're talking about. Because I remember it was Ace, Alex, Horse. Fuck, man, rest in peace, man. Ace, Alex, Horse, Jason, and like whoever else was like, and those guys were legit, like fucking, yeah, exactly. And those guys were legit fucking 5 Arnolds, dude. I don't know who, yeah, but I mean, yeah, dude, I don't know, man. Well, like I say, and I always say it once in a while, dude. The top Richard is the #1 player for Street Fighter 5 because of the Big Kahuna, and Yan Flip is the #1 player in Tekken, man. Or the last Kahunas, but that's something. Yeah, hell yeah, I want to do that, man, because I feel like.
That's a really in-depth question.
No, I like that. Cool. I like that. Because I would if it was like, would it be only TTF or can I make my own? Nah, I think it would only be TTF because I don't know. That's cool though. We'll think about it. I like that. Who is my 5? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, can we
would you consider 5? Oh.
Can we reconsider this question for next week so we could actually come up with a list?
He's not asking if who would be on it, but he's just asking if it would be a thing. The Food Wars, yeah. Did he get to the one with the monkfish, dude? I like that one. Man, that show's so. I need to finish that too, because I'm pretty sure you're at where I'm at right now. The cool curry guy. That's a cool show too. Interesting show. Anyway, but yes, I would 100% be about it, man. And you know what I'm gonna do for you too, since we're gonna have a podcast soon again. I'll try and make a list for that, and then if
that's like a better version of the level up stations, because this sounds more interesting.
Yeah. They'll be like the S class heroes in
yeah, they would be all the S people.
Yeah.
And that's the one that changed the most before, so I think that's pretty cool.
It'll be like One Punch Man, dude, the S class heroes, and then like all the other guys want to challenge them for the spot. Yeah, I love that. Good shit. I'll write that down for
a really good question.
Chance to steal. I would one day Pimbot to like to run like a wacky Rambat where you can challenge people for their points, man. Okay, we're almost done.
That'd be tight.
Is two cool, Cody? Is two TTF right now? Is two TTF podcasts too many for 1 month? Well, let me tell you something, brother. We'll see you next week. For episode 124. All right. We already have a guest lined up, and I'll spoil it right now. We will have, where is this fucking thing at? 24 will be, we're gonna have Jacob on. The Glizzy. It's gonna be a Glizzy hot dog tournament edition. We'll have Jacob on, and we'll talk about all that shit. But yeah, boom, there he is. See you next week, man. And spoilers after that one. Spoilers after that one. We'll probably have Mike on again to do a recap of the tournament. So yeah.
See you on that, Mike.
All right.
There's a really good picture. Thank you, Watts, by the way.
Yeah, those are all. Watts is the man. I always tell you, Watts, too, if you want to say no to me, you can say no to me. Because I've been really I like making pictures like that, but I've been really lazy. Even when I have nothing to do, but I know you always come through, man.
I've been trying to pay that guy for months now. He won't take any money. I might be able to get him on this next one, though. I might be able to get him. I'll let you know.
Might be able to fool him.
I think I can get him on this next one.
Chili Sprout, there's no one here. You're right. Commander Jesse. Damn, what's up, Jesse? This is a question that we've had, and this is a question that is hard to answer. Who else is on that Mount Rushmore for the SCFGC with Tong? I know we answered this question, and I think I have my thing saved up. But I mean, if anyone else wants to answer that question first, or if you can think of something, you're more than welcome to. And not to be that guy, I believe there are 4 people on the mountain. No, 5 counting Trump, right? You know what I mean, brothers? Good question.
Richie Rich.
Yes, it was like his whole family, right? And then like there was their secret base was in there or something.
Yeah.
If I had to pick 4, okay, I think I'll go. Okay, Tong was already 1, so it's 3 left. If I had to pick like people that influenced the scene the most, and did all that shit, it would be Dylon. I'm joking. Tong, Jay. Oh man, I would want to be like, okay, damn it, this is a hard question because I did have an answer, now I don't. I would want to pick 2 old school, 2 new school. I'll be Tong, Jay. Damn, I don't know. Fuck you, Jesse.
It's a really difficult question.
Yeah, for sure. Tong and Jay would be on there. Believe it or not. Would you put Shady K on there? I don't know, man. That guy is an interesting dude, but no. I don't know, man. I want to, part of me wants to put Richard on there because he puts mad work in the scene too. Like, if I would say like when you think Street Fighter 4, Ilya and Richard, well, I wouldn't want to put both those guys on there. It's a tough one, man. But for sure, if I could think about it later on, for sure I would have Tong and Richard on there, man. But the other 2, I don't know, man. If you guys have anyone, I mean, you don't have to have the 4, maybe someone that you can, I don't know, just put a Frankenstein version of it. But
off the top of my head, I'll just go with people that have made top 8s before: Tong, Jay, Ogre.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, I guess Shady K, people that have made top 8 at Evo.
Yeah. Fuck, Jay won Evo. That's why,
Yeah, not just top 8. He has absolutely won it,
Yeah.
Maybe he changed one of them out for Clockwork or something. I don't know if I'm pretty sure he made a top 8 at least once.
Shady K?
Yeah. Washed up veterans.
It would be Wasted John, Ryan Tang, Rob, and Comware. That's my 4.
Yeah. The Clam Warrior.
Mike?
Honestly, dude, I don't even know, man.
It's hard, dude.
I really don't know. I honestly couldn't answer you.
Don't worry about it, man. You can pass because these are the questions
That's a really
where
tough question.
the last minute questions are pretty much always the toughest ones because they're all the decisions that you really think about. You got to either think of 2 porn stars you really want to have sex with, or 4 dudes in the FGC you want to put on the the Mount Rushmore in the SCFGC. Will, do you have
the 4 dudes that you want to have sex with?
Will?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. That's what she said. But
thank you, Will.
yeah, I agree. Definitely do agree with Tong and Jay. That's like the first 2 people that kind of came in my head. It's
Karopi.
I want.
Nice.
That guy's tight.
That guy is tight.
He's really that guy put me.
I think for me, Richard definitely has to be on there. Like,
yeah. No, that's what I would want him on there too. Let blood run, dude. About the degenerate 4 and the
Yeah, maybe we can do 2 separate lists. The guy did, yeah. No comment, Leo Meyer.
The 4th one's pretty hard to choose, though. I think maybe someone from the 4th one would be probably someone from the old school that I don't know more about, I guess.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Maybe Markman. I don't know how.
Dude, Markman, he put a lot of work into the scene too, man. And that shit didn't go unnoticed either, man. It's just that was an era, a different era. A lot of people probably just think Markman's the stick guy, but that guy put in amount of work back in.
Yeah, they'd be surprised to learn the truth.
Yeah, Markman was if it wasn't for him too, it was one of those that guy he had played a major part in TTF and all the shit that I wanted to do.
You know what, dude? I got it, dude. Swap out Ogre and put in Nasty Nate, dude. That's my Mount Rushmore. There you go.
I mean Jay, dude.
Now Jay can stay.
All right. We're almost done. There's only 2 more. We'll just do it. Why Hobby, why were they trying to charge for ranch at Whataburger? Because Whataburger is straight trash, dude. Fuck that, dude.
Except for the workers, dude.
Except for the workers.
The workers were definitely pretty up there, man.
And then and don't come at me like, oh, you think In-N-Out's good too. I think In-N-Out's good, but I don't think it's like when you compare those two. I do think In-N-Out's better than Whataburger, but In-N-Out's not my favorite burger. You know what I mean? But Whataburger's just trash. If you like it, it's cool. I'm not gonna fucking hate you if you like it.
Well, actually,
I will.
No, I haven't gone there in a while, but since I moved back here, yeah, I've definitely been to Whataburger a couple times, and
it was the only thing open, right, when the fucking the storm was going on and shit, dude.
No, but yeah, I remember going there and I asked for ranch, and they said they were gonna charge me for that.
Yeah, because Whoop.
Yeah, so I just did a 360 and walked away.
Dude, because I remember all the Arizona guys were sucking. Yeah, they have like this black pepper ketchup thing. So, and I was like, the lady, the dude came with like all the. I was like, I want that one and that one. It was like $5. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, man. I don't, the Taco Bell, the Taco Bell on the way back home was 20 times better than the Yada Burger. You know what I mean?
Yada Burger.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. I think Carl's Jr. is way better because fucking Jed and Joseph were eating Carl's Jr. The other day I went there, I got a double jalapeno burger. That shit was mad good, man. Like I don't know if it's because I haven't had it in a while. It was the arc where every day I would get off of work from fucking Amazon, and the Carl's Jr. would always close at like fucking 10 p.m. dude. And I finally got the Carl's Jr. like 2 days ago, and that shit was fucking bomb, dude. It just sucks that it's not even far. It's just far. It's far compared to like fucking McDonald's and Jack in the Box. That shit sucks. And Taco Bell. God damn it, man. I'm fat. Anyway, what?
I was gonna say, have they brought back that pulled pork, Memphis, whatever?
No, not yet.
From where? Carl's Jr.
Yeah.
Ooh, no,
they haven't brought it back yet.
Because that's like the best thing. That's the best. That's my favorite sandwich.
Dude, CJ's is good, man. I remember when it was like Christmas, and I asked Vince like, hey, I want to get Will something. I was getting gift cards for everyone, and then he said, I'll get him a CJ's gift card, man.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. And I kept it. No, I'm just joking. I remember giving it to you. Yeah, that shit. CJ's is good, man. Fuck yeah. I remember I like that place a lot too because when my grandpa was still like when we were kids, he would always because he lived like right by CJ's, where right by in Sweetwater. and he'd always take me and my sisters there. That shit was good. Zucchini fries too are like a hidden treasure for me, at least over there.
Those are good. Those are surprisingly good.
Yeah, hell yeah. All right, last question. We made it, guys. Where's my water bottle?
Who asked that?
Drake. I'll wait until the end though. But yeah, no, I it's, if you're serious, it's in the kitchen, dude. The orange water bottle is in the kitchen, Drake.
You're holding Drake's water bottle?
No, I'm not. You know, fuck you guys. I'm gonna go get it.
No wonder he's been upset. Is he going to get it, dude? Or is he gonna go take another shit?
Alright, see you, man.
See you later, dude. The podcast is canceled.
GG's, guys. Thanks for having me.
Gauln is the new host of the podcast forever.
All right, guys. I'll see you next week.
All right. Before we go, is it this one? Was water still in it from the last TTF? That was.
Oh.
There it is, dude.
We need Drake to confirm, dude.
Well, anyway, so that's the end. I guess we'll before we do the bitch calls and the hot or nots, does anyone have questions for anyone? Vince, you have a question for me? Blah blah blah. Joe, Mike, Will, question? Do I have? You know what I mean?
I got a question.
Okay, Will.
Did you really 100% Breath of the Wild?
Yes.
Good question. Yes, he did. I watched it.
Were you on the Game Facts or something?
Yeah, 100%. I was watching videos and shit. When in the end where I had to find all the hidden locations and the seeds, yeah, I was on Game Facts or whatever.
Cause I was just thinking about how someone would do it, because I get mixed up on like which Korok seeds I already found or whatever, you know.
Are you gonna ask me how I dealt with that or something like that, like or what did I do? Because I mean, when I was playing the game, because I took like a 3-year break, because I bought that game like 2 years ago and I played it and I got to a point where I got to the elephant and I lost that boss and I couldn't beat it, and I thought it was hard, so I stopped playing it for like two years. You know what I mean? So then I got all the seeds and everything. So then I'm sorry. So when I did return to the game and I wanted to 100% it, and I read what you had to do, I already collected like maybe 300 seeds just like by myself, and and then I found out there's fucking 900 of them. So in the end, what I did was I found like a map and then like a checklist, and I just, luckily enough, they had the icon of what seeds you already found on your map. So I pretty much did like I hovered around the whole map and looked for it. It took all like shit talking on the side, even though I mean, it's probably faster, but it did take a lot. Like that game's so cool, man. But no, I did 100% it, and then yeah, I mean, it was the hardest part in the end was looking for all like the point of interest, because like that was amazing to me that like each spot you find on the map was like 0.08% of the thing, and then there's like 20 or I don't know, it was just crazy. And then in the end, the last two were like bridges. Like each bridge, when you open that map, each bridge on the map is a spot. Doesn't matter how small that bridge is, it's a point of interest in the game that counts as percentage, which fucking blows my mind. You know what I mean? So in the end, I was like, I bet you this, like, it's gonna be a bridge that I never crossed because I just like swam or flew over it. And it was like some random bridge that I would have never crossed unless I opened the map. But yeah, that game's so cool.
Can't wait for the second one, dude.
Dude, yeah, like I don't know what they're gonna do, man, but I hope it's good. But yes, Will, I 100% that game.
That's tight, man. That's pretty hardcore. But
I mean, to the fact that I'm not doing anything, and like especially with Zelda games, well, me at least, I like 100%ing a lot of things and like the trophies and the achievements. But man, I didn't stream the whole thing. Obviously, I was like in bed like looking for shit. But yeah, that man, I mean, shouts to anyone who did that shit. Legit, I guarantee you, no one did, and if they are, they're still doing it. You know what I mean? Just imagine if a game came out like that, like when we were kids. You know what I mean? That strategy guide would probably be like 1,000 million pages, but that game's cool. I recommend that game to anyone that has a Switch. It's an interesting take on Zelda, and I think it's really fun and beautiful. Like I know Jay Flo says it, man, I could suck that dick. It's a game like all the time, but it's worth it, dude. That game is amazing what they did, and I only have like one problem with it, and it's not even a big problem to some, but to me, it was like that's only one thing. But yeah, it was a good game. All right. Anything else before we get into the fun part?
Not for me.
All right. All right, so I always pick on you guys to go first, and since I actually thought about it, I'll go first so you guys can think about it. Oh my god, I erased everything. And if you do want to know what I was mad, I don't know. Spoilers. Oh fuck it, spoilers. You got like 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Vince, are you gonna ever play it?
What?
Breath of the Wild?
No, I have nothing to play it on.
All right. Will, did you beat it or?
He beat it.
Okay. My only problem, and you beat it, right, Mike?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a while. Yeah.
But yeah. My only problem with that game is like I always say like if I had to pick like a top 3, that should be a question. Like a top 3 of my video game bad guys, for sure Ganon's on that top 3. And not the like but I like human form Ganon. Like humanoid Ganon is like one of the sickest character designs and like story wise. And the fact that so when I got to the last boss and they did like the weird like the techno virus, you know, the cable techno organ virus like Ganon, it was cool and everything, but my hope was like you beat him, he blows up, you think everything's good, but as like the smoke settles, you see the shadow and it's like Ganon standing there. And then I was like, all right, but they give you like the pig, the true form, and I was like, that's cool. But in the end, like I still hope that like after you beat him, like there's like a teaser or something of like a hooded Gerudo man walking the deserts, you know what I mean? But they didn't give you. But then the trailer for part 2 came out and it's like, all right, he's there. But that was like my one thing. It's not too big, but I think it's more of a fan service thing, and I think that would have been super cool, man. Because Ganon is like, I think he's one of the sickest like bad guys in video games and shit. But yeah, that's my that game's cool. Did I just close my? Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want to say something?
Well, I thought how they delivered the story was like kind of weird. Like, it wasn't like really a story, I guess. Like, It was just like, yo.
You're not the first person that I've heard that from.
And yeah, so when I got to the end, I was like, I was kind of like a little bit disappointed, honestly, with the ending. But
that's the game. Yeah,
the game itself is awesome. It's just like.
Yeah.
They obviously like didn't emphasize the story a lot.
Well, well, that game too is like even if you do all the memories, you get the lore and everything, but and like the divine beast and the DLC with the as a story, you still don't like, you know what I mean? You don't like the story is not kind of there. You put it like there's a lot they left out, but like and again, you can just not completely not know what's going on and just go straight to the castle and win. And it's like, what the hell just happened? You know what I mean? Like who's this person? Blah blah blah. But no, you're not the first person I heard it from. But I think the story was. It was interesting. It most definitely made me want more of it because if I didn't know part 2 was coming out, I'd be pissed off. I'm like, this is it? Like, there's so many questions. What's gonna happen? You know what I mean? Yep. And before I say that too, my favorite version of Ganon will always be Wind Waker. He was such a badass in that game, and how he went out was pretty badass too. But I feel like we're anyway. Hot or not, I'll go with it. Is this morning I woke up, scrolling the web. This bitch. Or this lady, she doesn't have a name, dude. So if you know, you know. If you don't, whatever. Whoever the girl, the short hair waifu from the Moxie Films series, she's fucking hot. Katie Mercury vibes, you know what I mean? Man, yeah, Moxie Films. It was like I was watching a video. There was a weird one. Like I didn't know my best bro was a girl. One of those like she has other videos, but she has no name. But she's like a short hair. I think she's like half Asian or something. And if you know, again, you know. I was trying to get I
think I know, dude. That's tight.
A sweet or innocent and like a porn star. But I have two not so sweet and innocent. If you know, you know again. And shouts to Dre. Lexi too legit, man. I forgot what her original name was, but we'll get a picture later. But Lexi too legit. She like hangs out. I forgot who that Instagram like bitch is, but she has her own little modeling that they're like a bunch of OnlyFans chicks. But yeah, most definitely ghetto hood rat braces, braided hair, and big old boobies. So shouts to that shit. And her, yeah, nice. And my bitch calling, I have two from last week because I remember, and I have one for this week. Is shouts to Luke, man. Is my first bitch calling because it was on Twitter. Is the people that are mad about the Lola Bunny changes. You guys are fucking weird. I don't know what the big deal. Because when I watched that shit, I was a kid, and I thought this movie was sick. And, when you grow up, and there are a lot of sick, weird people out there. So I don't know what the fuck is going on with that. I don't know why people are so mad at that. It's fucking funny. And then I found out whoever the girl mouse from Chippendale, there's like a whole like group of people that worship that character in Russia. You know what I mean? But stays the guy that's all about bullet. Well, yeah, fuck it, dude. I mean, I'm not mad that they changed it. Yeah, I'm not saying I'm not fucking perfect. I always admit that I'm weird and fucking fucked up. But that shit's weird though. Like, I don't know, man. That shit's funny to me. That shit's really funny to me.
Huh?
Yeah, they're the weird ones. What makes us so different? You know what I mean? I guess I call myself a bitch too, but in the end, that shit's just funny to me. They're like, and then the guy responded with making a Bugs Bunny. Well, the buff one. What happened to this one? That shit cracked me up, man. And then my last one, I guess is a serious one, but it just made me laugh. Was I guess there's a group of people trying to cancel Eminem for like his older music and stuff. And then his response was he made a song talking shit about him, and then they pretty much just shut the fuck up. And then I also thought about the sadder thing. It's like, damn, like you guys are trying to cancel Eminem for saying like the gay F word and killing people, and then people like I guess sweep under the rug that Chris Brown like literally beat the shit and almost killed Rihanna, you know, and no one's saying shit about that. Yep. I'm not gonna get too into it, but that's, you know what I mean, that's the thing. But that's my, I guess, hot or not bitch calling. But yeah, Mike, go ahead. Since you are the guest, we'll make you
go. So my hot or not, I kind of already said was gonna be legitimate film actress Natasha Nice. You know, really good one. And then I have two bitch callings. One being myself for not getting off the sticks last night against Dan.
Okay,
nothing wrong with that.
I was
do we have to key to Vince's bitch calling from last week? I got fired up, man.
Yeah. So that's one bitch calling, and then my other bitch calling is people who you know, we're all homies, you know what I mean? You know, in this scene, we're all friends, you know what I mean? And you know, we like to support each other, and we have online tournaments, and we know it's gonna be fun because it's with the homies, right? You know, my bitch calling is people who won't enter online tournaments with the homies.
That's a lot of people.
You know, support the scene, and yeah,
that's a good one.
So yeah, that yeah.
To be fair, that guy, or at least that guy, I can see his name right now. He wasn't. Yeah. All right, no, that's good, man. All right, hell yeah. Will. It's been a while, Will.
I don't know what my call out was, but I saw the one Vince had last week.
I'm glad you like that one.
Were you're talking about me?
What? No, I wasn't. It was a certain other member of OFC, but no, it was not directed towards you.
Oh, okay. Because I do that a lot. But I feel like when
no,
I did
it wasn't.
I feel like for some reason I get a pass.
You do, funny. Which is weird. It shouldn't be that way, but you do. But no, it was not in reference to you. It was in reference to many others.
Many?
Yeah, many others? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying it. You guys are saying it.
Oh, okay. Noted. I thought that was pretty funny though.
You know, I witnessed it. That's what brought it back up to me. I witnessed it in an environment that I won't mention, and it was pretty funny. It made me laugh a lot. It reminded me of those times.
Okay. I don't know my bitch calling of the week. Bitch calling of the year? No. Whoever thought it was a good idea to put Texas on its own power grid, and for some reason it can't sustain itself. That's a great idea. Yeah, whoever that is responsible for that, you're a bitch, dude.
That's a good one.
Am I hot or not? I guess keep it simple. Sabrina Nicole.
Nice.
She's out there somewhere.
Hope she watches this.
Oh yeah. All right, Vince.
Let's see. What are we gonna start with? Hot or not, or bitch calling?
Up to you, Nico.
I guess we'll start with the bitch calling. You know, it's I'm gonna borrow one from Will. He did one a while back that I thought was pretty good, and I'm like now that I'm becoming more involved with watching matches and watching other stuff, watching tournaments again, it's kind of come up a few times. Is people that are top player dick riders, like, why do you do this? Like, I don't understand the mentality. I don't understand why you are the way you are. Like, what do you gain from this? Like, I don't know, man. I just don't get it. I don't understand it. They're bitches. So if you don't mind, Will, I'm gonna borrow that one because it was like it was really pissing me off reading. I've been watching a lot of like archive tournaments, a lot of archive videos, things like that. And it's like, dude, like why would you even take your time to type this shit? Like, I don't get it. So
Yeah,
those guys,
it's never a good idea to read anything.
that was my mistake. I know that now,
yeah.
but like I couldn't help myself. So, but yeah, in all things, sports, sports, video games, all that shit. Expose dick riders, dude. You guys are all bitches. Get a life. And
Got you guys.
Let's do the ebony goddess first. Let me pull up my picture.
I'm 100%. That's the video right there, dude.
Let me see what this is. Is that the video of Will?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's since you were going through all that shit, it reminded me of that. So
I was like the Will's of horsemanship one too, man. The guy in the Olympics.
Yeah, that shit was good, dude.
Which one?
You were saying like the people that were booing the guy from France that got like second or something, and then you said that you're a bitch. Your Colin was like people with poor sportsmanship because you brought up the Olympics because they like treated that guy that got like second like shit or something.
Oh my god, yeah, dude.
That was good.
That was messed up, man.
It was fucked up. Anyways, back before I forget, Ebony Goddess of the Week, legitimate film actress, Anya Ivy.
Anya.
She's on the Ebony Tuesday stick. If you've ever seen that, for those of you who've been to WMV, you know what I'm talking about.
Very nice.
Hot or not, I'm not even gonna say it. I'm just gonna put the picture in there. Let me know when you click on it. He should be familiar to you.
I'm so glad I used that picture, dude. Oh man.
Hot or not, my man Disco Rico with the best workout stream on Twitch.
It's a great choice.
Oh yeah. I think that's it, man. I mean, I'm not gonna do any last minute questions late. I'm more than happy of how long this lasted. And I'm not gonna say shit because we have fucking see you next week and we're gonna have 2 podcasts, man. And we'll get you guys ready. We'll try to I think the only reason this went so well is because I actually took my time this morning and made a list of shit I want to talk about. And stuff that you're supposed to. Oh, Mike, dude, you have a podcast, brother. You want to talk about that? Yeah, fuck it, dude. Yeah, go for it, man. Want to tell us about it? Post the link and everything. Go for it, man.
Yeah, let me get it real quick.
Yeah,
so this podcast was also kind of a spur of the moment type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Me and True Kami, aka Jay, you just kind of started talking out of nowhere. I think it was honestly about Halo 2. And he started playing Halo 2.
Rise Against.
Yeah, Rise Against. Our love for Rise Against, Rise Against doesn't suck, man. All right.
Okay.
All right.
I don't care what you guys say, dude. But the idea, he all of a sudden just was like, he was a fan of the stream or whatever, and basically he was like, "Have you ever thought about being in a podcast?" And I was like, I thought about it, but I honestly just never gave it any more thought than that. You know what I mean? And he was like, "Oh, okay, well, why don't we try it?" And I was like, "All right, fuck it, let's do it, dude." And so we got together, and we're just making a podcast. We didn't really want to keep it fighting games only, and we still kind of do like a little. We dabble into it, but we just like. I know my idea is I just like to talk, obviously. So I just do, wherever the conversation takes us, I feel is always good. We end up talking about different things along the way. And I feel like that's what makes a really good podcast is like the flow of it and how to keep it all going, you know what I mean, throughout the whole time so that your viewers are entertained and they feel part of the conversation as well. So yeah, and here's the link, I hope. And that's to episode 2. episode 3 will be coming out fairly soon. It's already been recorded. We just have to edit it, and it's good to go. But it's been a lot of fun doing it, and you know, also respect for you guys for this is 123 episodes, man, and we've already
believe it, yeah.
Believe it or not, Crockett found a very old page that had probably like 10 or 15 more on there, but we won't talk about those ones because those ones were really bad. But
those are forbidden.
Yeah,
they're forbidden podcasts.
They're funny though.
But dude, it shows that like it's not easy, dude. Like it's really not, man. And like even if it's just the homies just like bullshitting around, like it's not as easy as it seems. And like because we actually made an episode. There's an episode 0 that we might release some clips from. But we felt like it wasn't that great, so that's what we re-recorded, and that's how we got to episode 1, and you know, here we are. So, but yeah, it's been cool, and all the support's been really great. Thank you guys. I didn't think it would be as popular as it is, but you guys are the best, man.
Hey, man, people love fucking podcasts, man, especially in these times where people need something to listen to. You know what I mean? Like my sister Serena is all about podcasts, and that's all. She doesn't even listen to the radio or anything anymore, man. She just has all her like podcasts set up, and it's just, and they're like, you know, they're anyone. It's anyone can just listen to it, and it's like, fuck, you don't know what's going on, but you just listen to it. It's like, damn, it's very interesting. You know what I mean?
Happy birthday, Selena.
Man, that's funny. If you guys, my uncle, it's my sister's birthday, like in the 22nd, and then we had our early celebration, and my uncle went to get a cake, but he didn't double check the names on the cake. So it was, because what we do is we celebrate like everyone like in the span, like if it's like June, July, and like whatever May, like it'll be like we're celebrating my birthday and my cousins and stuff. But so it was like my sister, and it was my cousin's girlfriend, and they both spelled the names wrong. He said Serena and Jasmine, but they put Selena and Yasmin, or like it was spelled like differently. You know what I mean?
Why?
Yeah. And we always give my uncle a hard time too. He's like the youngest, or like, but he's like going deaf, and like it's so my dad's like, what the fuck's going on? It was if you know my family, I know like, you know, Vince and Will and like Dre and a couple friends have been to those outings, and they're pretty funny.
I've been fortunate enough to go to one.
If you like, if you know my dad's side, it's pretty funny, dude. But yeah, that's why I thought that. I mean, okay, so I think, like I said, I mean, yeah, it's cool. So before we go, do you have a set date that you release those podcasts, or is it whenever you're done? You just, oh, here it is, guys.
Basically, our plan for it was supposed to be like one every 2 weeks. But like it's been, we've had already like not problems, but like we couldn't record 1 week, so it's already kind of set us back. Mm-hmm. And then just getting it edited, like episode 2 honestly should have been released like last week, and that was like my fault that it didn't get uploaded. Especially just doing stuff with all the Marvel tournament. So you guys should have actually gotten episode 2 a lot earlier. But you know, it is what it is. Like I said, we already recorded episode 3, so we're gonna try and get that out ASAP. And at the very least, you guys would get once a month. If we can get it out more, cool. But if not, just expect one at least once.
Pretty good.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. I'm just realizing too that there's so much that I haven't talked about, because I want to talk about. We're gonna have to save this for sure, but and I don't want to talk about it next week because we're gonna have Jacob. What's up, Jake? I see in the chat. I was actually gonna host you, but it seems like you're done. But I wanted to talk about TTF Online because it's booting back up, and it's gonna be a 3-day event. And it's just a lot to talk about. And you know, the one of the games that I picked, I want to talk about why I picked it and all that shit. So I don't know when I'm gonna do that. I might just do like if Vince wants to do it, I don't mind doing like a off day, like a Sunday, just me and him talking about it for like a quick second or two. Like
one of my few days off, so yeah, that
I know Vince has been, I don't know, you know, the whole Vince casting. Usually now, if Vince has something he's going on, you know, I've been working on the YouTube channel a lot too. So, and Vince has his own section on there now too.
I'm gonna have to see if I can do something about that, but we'll see.
Oh yeah, I know. You know, if ever you do, man, just, you know. But I think that's it, man. Like I said, I can go on about more about TTF Online, which I wanted to, but I mean, I already knew this was gonna happen. That we were talking about it, and this is probably the longest podcast we had in a while. And again, it's gonna be Mike. Mike's up. He's on it again, and it's the longest podcast because there's so much to fucking talking about.
It's not up yet, dude. We can easily push it to.
It's not even. It's not even maybe for Will. No, it's not even. It's just. I really liked this. I was really happy, talkative, and just energetic. I love it, man, and it was just awesome. It's awesome. It's always good to have you on, Mike. Even though you've only been on once, it's always good to have guests on. We got lucky. We had 2 special guests, Will and Mike. But
yeah, thanks for coming by, guys.
And if you guys,
thank you for having Will and of course me.
Yeah, thanks, Will.
No, but in the end, before we get all before I drag on, but yeah, thank you guys so much. I appreciate all the support. I have no one to fucking host. But thank you for all the support. It's appreciated. There is a podcast next week. We're gonna have Jacob on it. He's right there, and we're gonna be talking about the hot dog events, and it's pretty much how I talked to Mike about it. We're gonna talk about future events, the goal, the idea. But since Jacob is also a brand new guest, he will go through the TNA, aka the
TTF podcast TNA. We got to go back and remember some of the questions. We got a couple of them today, which is really nice.
Questions, about where it started, where he does, and what's his future goal and all that shit. And then after that one, if Mike wants to be on it, we're gonna do so, man. We will do the recap for the tournament.
That's gonna be really good. I'm
looking forward to it. You know what? Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, awesome. Never mind. Damn. I'm gonna talk to Vince about something on Sunday. We'll do something. But anyway, before I ramble,
I already know what's going in. I'll be there.
No, yeah, I want to talk about because I really do want to talk about why I picked this game for just so much shit. Because I've been really focused for some reason about TTF Online.
That's good.
And also, yeah, I'm excited for next week's podcast because Jacob, I want to talk about Jacob too. And and good shit. We'll save it for next week. But anyway, I love you guys. You guys are the best. Mike, always a pleasure. Always a fucking pleasure. I miss you all. Trust me, I miss you all. Everyone. Even though if you don't think I miss you, I miss you. Will, it's always a pleasure. I hope you're doing good. I hope you can be back next week also. Good
luck with everything.
Good luck with everything. Good luck up in your job. So I know if you want to, you become a businessman and everything, and I understand you want to hang out with us on these Thursday nights. Cause it's what, like, is it 4:30 over there for you or no? Or like 2:30? What is it?
It's 3:30.
3:30? Okay. But yeah, man, Vince, man, it's a pleasure, dude. 100%.
I'll see you Sunday. I already know what's happening.
Yeah.
I'll see you Sunday.
Damn it, Jacob. All right, I'll read. Kane's cool. But with that said, I always want to rate someone that's like not talking shit because fuck. I want to rate someone like that has no viewers or there's a little people. You don't want to rate like fucking some E-Thought or like what I mean. You always want to show love to, and especially you want to show love to the homies. You know what I mean? So I always get bummed out when there's like no one streaming, at least on my end. But yeah, appreciate you guys. I love you all, and you guys all have a great rest of the day. See you guys fucking Saturday. See you guys Sunday, and for sure tomorrow. I want to do like a last minute Guilty Gear tournament tomorrow, just for funsies and like fucking. I don't care who enters because I've been really on that grind. But for sure tomorrow, I'll have a Guilty Gear lobby again because I know Chili and so I'll see you, Chili, Jed, Drake, J Smack, anyone who wants to play. Matt, Mercules. If you guys want to play, let me know. If we get too much people, we'll start rotations. But I'm more than happy because I've been all about that game and it's fun learning something new every day. And even we even get Toki once in a while. You know what I mean? Damn.
We're blessed.
We're blessed, man. But anyway, I'm talking too much. I had a great time. That's why I can go on for another hour, but I'm not because a lot of you guys have real jobs. And yeah, that's it, man. I appreciate you all, and you guys have a good one, man. Peace out.
Bye.
See you.
Where the hell do you meet these idiots real quick? Okay, see you later, guys. All right, guys. I love you all. Have a good night, and hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out. Thank you, Guitar. I appreciate that, brother.